Hi, everyone. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Wednesday. So glad you're with us tonight. We've got 3 hours and we continue our goodbye to, it's actually great buys to 2025. We're saying goodbye to our inventory here for the upcoming, let's say, couple weeks here that we have till the end of the year, and we celebrate the new year with new jewelry. So we are clearing out the vaults. We've got everything on a big time sale. That's why we say goodbye, but it's really great buys, awesome buys, incredible buys. We're saving a lot of money, and that is because you get discount on top of discount. So we are so thrilled to kick off this last week here before the parties really begin, and we have got some exceptional items still to go. I gotta say, it seems like we saved some of our best for last year in our last what's going to be cumulatively, I didn't count, but it's not many shows left that we have until the end of 2025. So what we're doing is clearing out the inventory, but I'm still bringing you quite a few brand new pieces, which I'm very excited about. We have a new sapphire bracelet. We have you guys have been loving the multicolor. Me too. I'm right there with you. All these great multicolor designer pieces we've been bringing in: rings, earrings. I've got a fabulous ring today. We also have a really, really special pair of earrings, much like the bigger yellows we had the other day. Remember those? They were smaller hoop, and it was going to be some really big cushion cuts. We've got a similar pair today, so if you missed out, no problem. We got you covered there. Also, we've got one more of those unique unheated Tanzanites, the pendants that we've been bringing in, the rough crystals we've been loving. Paraiba's here, ×2, bracelet, bangle, and then we've got also a great ring for Paraiba lovers, and then some discount wheels, mini trios for you, blue zircons on discount. Also some of our largest and best of our Australian opals, they're coming up as well on discount for you. Plus, you guys have the right idea. I've been receiving a lot of requests in the last couple of hours, so you're ready to shop. That's good news. So we've got some very special pieces. So Risa, whenever you're ready, Pam, whenever you're ready, got the pieces that you requested, and you are all welcome to make a request. Please do that. Of course, we are a week away from Christmas Eve. So what I can say is some of these items, a lot of these items, we may be able to get out to you. If it's simple sizing, that's all that's needed. So I would just suggest, since every item's a little different, I would suggest talking to your operator. If you need it in a certain time frame or you're in a real big hurry, please make sure you let your operator know, and then we can make a little note to try and get that done for you ASAP and try to get everything out to you tomorrow, so that we've got 2 to 3 day shipping. So it's going to be really fast. So you should still have a little bit of time to get those special pieces for that, maybe that big Thursday event, or maybe going under the tree. So lots to shop for, lots of one of a kinds though. So please do get on the phone lines early. Remember, everything is discounted, but you're also receiving that money back guarantee. So it's a wonderful way to shop. Make sure that, after you receive it at home, make sure it's perfect for you, make sure you love it, and then you decide. So never want you to have anything you don't absolutely love. It is, after all, jewelry. So that's the point. So we're going to get started. Actually, I'm going to start with, again, let me know if you made a request, because I like to make sure that you're with us and watching before we show your request. So let me know. You can call right in our phone bank, or you can message me where you guys have been, so I'll keep up to date with that. But let's start with that new crystal Tanzanite. This is that really unusual kind of rough material, and we're so excited to have it because this one is a little more, I would say, pink, and it does have a lot of that pinky variety to this Tanzanite, where a lot of these, again, they're all unheated, untreated. So this is natural zoisite. When it's in that pink category, we usually call it Tanzanite, pinky purple rather. So you see here, this has got that purple into pink. And this is a rough crystal. So instead of being faceted in the traditional sense like you usually see, it's going to be more of that kind of like, again, how the rough crystal is actually mined from the veining in the earth. So it's really kind of like that natural organic type of look you're getting in 1129710. Okay, Risa, you got it. We'll show that shortly here. But look at how stunning. And this is all in 18 karat gold. We've been doing all the bales for all these designer pieces in the 18 karat gold for you, so that you have the 18 karat gold end cap and bale, but also this stone. We're still going to get you carat weight. It's 584 this time around. Most of them have been a little bit more rectangular, where they've been more squared off. This one's got a little bit of that kind of just spiky design, for lack of a better term. So you're getting a really nice obelisk type of look to it with that 584. And again, no diamonds. There's really no right or wrong way to wear it. It just depends on how you're going to put your chain through that bale. But you can see here through all the sides, see how it has that really concentrated, real true purple at the top, and then it gets more to that pink material. And then of course, just that really cool crystalline structure you're seeing, thanks to the fact that it is all that natural rough material. So a great way to go. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. I like to give the measurements, and show it to you on, of course, and then we'll see for my purple lovers, we're going to have a Tanzanite, or rather an amethyst in a pendant as well. But let's take a look at this one first. This one's going to be our 3/4 inch top to bottom, and then you can see there that size. Then I want to show it to you on the neckline as well, just to give you one more perspective of what that's all about. And this is where I think you really see that ombre effect that's happening from that more dense purple blue into that lighter pink color, because of course this is all natural. And there's a lot, well, let's face it, there's a lot of great Tanzanite in the world, but almost every bit of it you've ever seen or owned, including our Blue Wing Block Ds, is heated to get that color saturation to the max. So this one is not, and that makes it really just, again, pure, really specialty, really rare. And of course, we've only got this one. So let's make it really affordable. And don't forget, you're still saving 10% off, even on the brand new items, which I've got maybe about, I think, 6 or 7 new items to show you tonight, which is exciting in itself. But let's take a look at what we can do here. Instead of that $39.99, we're going to do a lot better and blow it out truly and make sure this one gets a home. And of course, they're very special and they're very rare. And we're going to take it down below even $1,000 and make it our most affordable at only $999. That's it. But it really is an extra $100 off from there on a big Wednesday as we kick off our week. I know it's the midway point of the week for most, but this is the start of our week, and what a big one we have in store for you. Now, there's also going to be moonstone. We've seen some great moonstones lately, but they've been the faceted stones with all the great colors. We're going to see something you probably have not before, a phenomenal moonstone. So guess what phenomena it's going to bring you. So we'll have that for you on the way. It's a great neutral that goes with everything. This one's $8.99. New sapphire bracelet with all the different colors. Also that multicolored, I was wearing it as a pinky ring at the top of the show. Wait till you see this beautiful over 2-carat designer ring with all the different colors of natural diamonds. And then we've got a conch pearl, great size. Got one of our bigger ones, over 2 carats in a conch pearl coming your way. But that one's got to go. Now let's also take a look at this moonstone, because this may not look like your typical moonstone. We've seen gorgeous ones of late. But in this case, you've got a really rare chatoyant stone. This one may not be as defined a cat's eye here on this angle, but wait till you see this in person. And it's the most unusual color, because instead of being light blues or greens, it's actually got a bit of a almost gray tone, which we would not expect to see in a lot of natural gemstones. And so that's why I kind of like it, because as somebody who thinks about, okay, how is this jewelry going to incorporate into the wardrobe? I love that. I think a lot of us as women like to have that coordinating set. And so 112-6432 is going to give you something a little unique, because if you don't have, and I can't think of any other way to get a gray type of color in a natural gemstone. So that means a lot of us may not have that, and that you think about, are you wearing that ensemble, that whether it's that menswear pinstripe kind of look, whether you just love to do neutrals and gems as well, knowing how wearable that makes it, whatever you feel like, this is going to be one of those that's going to be tough to duplicate in anything else out there. And yet cat's eye moonstone. So we've seen all those great moonstones of late that are faceted to give us all the different colors. This is more of one more, think of like blue, purples, and grays together. And then of course you get this beautiful, phenomenal effect. Okay, so now we get to take it way, way down. I'm so excited for this. This is a brand new discount. It stays in the white gold. That's a 90-point moonstone. Then it has the 41 points in the diamonds. It looks fantastic, and it really is one of those that it's truly phenomenal. But that's like a literal and figurative sense here. Literal in the sense that it's got that phenomenal quality, but also really just so unique in the way it presents to the eye. Here's what it looks like on the hand as well, so you can see what that's all about. And this is going to be one heck of a value. It started here, where was it? $28.99. That was the price tag. And that was a while back. I mean, you can see it was about 3,000 item numbers ago. So therefore, about 3,000 items ago. And now we get to take it so much less than that. And this is where, again, take advantage of all these great values and discounts. You got one chance, as you know, to take advantage of everything that we're bringing. Absolutely everything is going out the vault. It gets one last chance on the air at its lowest price. So it either goes to you. If it doesn't, it gets melted down. No problem. It helps us make great jewelry affordable going forward in the new year as well. So that's also, again, it's a win-win for everybody. But here's what we'll do instead of $28.99, huge value. Again, great stone. I can't think of anything else in our inventory that has this look, this coloring, this beauty, this exotic nature. And we're going to make this one. Okay, go ahead. Send it out. $9.99. That's it. It's a triple-digit price tag when the gold alone should be about 2.5 times that price if you were just buying the gold. not with that nearly half carat in diamonds, not with that rare cat's eye. And this is the one to get for, of course, $8.99. Now, don't forget, we'll have a blue zircon. And I should also mention in the line of requests, we had Norma. Now, Norma, I don't know if you're out there tonight because you'd made a request on Sunday after the show. I know that seems like eons ago, but I'll tell you, Norma, if you're out there, I do have the ring that you wanted to see. You called in well after the show ended and said, I kind of want to see that ring again. So I do have a mandarin garnet, Norma. If you're out there, let me know. We've got it here with your name on it. Again, Pam, let me know if you're ready to see your pink sapphire that I pulled. And then, of course, we will show the pink diamonds by the yard. They're on the way. And that is our last. I got to tell you, there are so few of these. I'm really thrilled that we've got it. It's kind of amazing. I was honestly not expecting to see any of these left, and I was really pleasantly surprised that we have something for you in pink diamonds by the yard. So that's going to be very exciting. And hi, Kirsten, thank you so much. Hi, guys. Hi, Callie. I mean, we're ready, aren't we? Okay, so Risa had asked for this, and let's all thank Risa because 4 people in total are going to be helped out with this. 4 of you. It goes way back. This is why I was shocked that this was in the vault. It's 111-4606. I'm going to first put it on the hand here because, well, that's really where you've got to start here. Look at how beautiful this is. This is the rarest of all the diamonds by the yard we've ever put together. It's extremely unusual. And this is because everything in your 111-4606 item number is going to be at 111. Goes way back. This is why I was so surprised it was even here when it was requested this afternoon. I was so shocked to come in today and say, oh my gosh, we have 4 left. 4 only. There are 9 stones. I'm showing you all of them. They're meant to go a little more than 3/4 of the way around the neckline. So you see 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 9. We do the odd number so you can find the center easily, and those are all big, beautiful pink diamonds. Probably what? About 4 points, little less than 4, maybe 3.5 points apiece. And they're all bezel set. Now there's no decisions to make here because they're all going to be rose and white gold together. So all of your chain, which has this adjustability to it, you can see right there, there's your lobster claw closure, which I think is fantastic because obviously it's a little easier to work with. And for my girly girls out there that got the nails, right? We have the lobster claw closure, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length, all built in. So you can adjust as you see fit. You can give it as a gift and know that her favorite length is going to be there. And you have this really specialty look with natural, fancy pink diamonds all the way throughout. I know you're dying to see it on the neckline. Let's show it to you there. 16 would be right about here, 17 right about here, and 18 just a little lower than that. So you've got all that range to work with, but such an important style. And not something that I don't know anybody else in the world that could make something like this for you outside of what we have done. And of course, it was years and years ago we made this. And we get to honor an old price tag. So come on in. I don't want you to wait. I don't want you to miss out. That is going to be the reality here with 4 to go around, which is why I'm so glad we can show it so early. And again, this is that really important piece. And all these diamonds, let's just, if you've never seen our diamonds by the yard, let's take a look up close too, because this is important. It's not just the white diamonds where, okay, I know what they look like. These are the pinks, and I want you to see how saturated they are. Now, this is something that was made literally years and years ago. When we first started bringing pink diamonds, this was one of the first things we did and produced. Well, here's what we've got for you. One of the most awesome pieces you will ever imagine seeing. There you can see, and they're all evenly spaced up into that point where they do go about 3/4 of the way around. 31 points in total, and look at how stunning they are. They're almost gleaming purple, a little bit of lavender vibe, which is really nice because, well, that means they're extra saturated. We want to see that pink. We don't want to get that faint, barely there color. You want to see it. You've got it here. And here's the thing. I calculated roughly what it would be today. Let's just say we had the pinks. We don't. Everything that's made up is made up. We can't make any more. Let's just say we were going on today's gold pricing, which, okay, last time I saw that was, I think I was, God, I had the news on at some point. I think it was late, like overnight Saturday night, about 3 a.m., and gold was $43.69 an ounce. So close to $4,400. So if you put all that and factored it together on something that I can't make again because I don't have the pink diamonds, but that should be somewhere around the neighborhood of, on a great day, truly $29.99 right here. And I know that anybody would be thrilled. Knowing the value of pink diamonds, the rarity they have, we'd be thrilled. Again, there are 4, so call me up quickly if you'd like to get 1, or you could get 2. You could start layering yourself. You could give them as gifts, whatever it is. But this is not even going to be $1,000. And that just makes it, I think, here we are 14 minutes in, makes it one of the most incredible values I have. Because when you think of 18 inches of solid gold, rose and white together, and then you get your beautiful pink diamonds here. And again, there's no right right or wrong way to wear it. So as they flip, there's an open bail front and back. So you're always going to see the twinkle and the sparkle of your natural pink round brilliance. And it is not going to be $9.99. I'm taking it even lower when we have an extra 10% coming off the price tag, wherever that ends up to be. And here's what I'd like you to do. Call in 4 to go around that we can ship out tomorrow. They are here. They are ready. They are just put it in a box, put your name on it. Maybe you want to get 2. Maybe you're doing a little last minute. I know I am doing a lot of last minute shopping and still checking off people off the list. So here's where you can do even better than, guess what, not even $899. This is quite the value here. We're going to make it $888, which means $799 for you at checkout to get that incredible piece when it really should be $3,000 or more. Just again, rough estimation on where that would be today. If we could make it, which we can't, we don't have any more of the pink diamonds. What's set here is all we have in that size. And again, these are important size stones, nearly 4 points a piece. So all you got to do is pick up the phone. You could have something truly luxurious and still layering with maybe your white diamonds by the yard or your whatever. We have the yellow diamonds by the yard way back when. We've had the white diamonds by the yard as well. Here's the way you can mix and match it, layer it, or if you're just a pink gal like me, you want to add something truly exotic to your collection, that's the way you do it. So it's $888. We'll give it a last 30 seconds, then we'll move along. We got a lot to do on this Wednesday night. We are taking requests. If you have anything you're looking for, well, this is a good time to get those requests in. We'd love to hear from you. So that's $799. Let me know if you'd like when we're counting down. We already have, okay, so 2 are gone. 2 are left. That would be it. So it really is crunch time. And again, they go out tomorrow. So that should be to you well in time before Christmas time. I mean, again, barring any crazy snowstorm and some major shipping fiasco, we can get them out tomorrow. So usually that takes 2 days. So tomorrow's Thursday. You'd probably have it by Monday or Tuesday of next week. So that's a great sign as well. And maybe that is the luxury you've been looking for without having to spend thousands of dollars. So we have 1 left now. We'll move right along because that's obviously going to sell out. And then look what we have here. This is one of those rarities in another phenomenal stone. This one needs some rhodium, but that's okay. I don't think anyone's caring. We're looking at the stone. What we worry about here is that gorgeous, gorgeous, another exotic that I don't think comes in any other gem variety. This would be cat's eye scapolite, which still in and of itself can be a brown color. It can be a lavender color. This is really that. I think of it like a burgundy, which is, again, very chic. I mean, it's a fashion color, but not oftentimes something Mother Nature worked with very often. You know, that's the thing. So we've got a cat's eye scapolite. I'm going to have the band re-rhodiumed here because it needs it. But it is going to stay in the white gold. It's 112-6480. So make sure you dial in early. There's only 1 of those cat's eye scapolites in the entire inventory. So this is not an option going forward in any other variety, smaller or larger. But it is item number 6480. It's also 18 karat gold. It's going to be your 177 in the cat's eye. We've got it listed as a round. It's not a round. It's an oval quite clearly. And it also it's going to be that diamond weight on the side profile. It's like a profile halo. So check this out. And by the way, Jason, who is shopping with you? Hi, Judy. Where's Judy calling from tonight? Judy in North Carolina. Thank you so much for picking up our pink diamonds by the yard. One of them. Got to find out who else is getting them. And then do you see that cat's eye? Instead of sometimes those cat's eyes will glow like a silvery light blue, this one is really glowing like a lighter, brighter color of the stone itself. So more like this very bright burgundy color. It's going to be our 177, 23 points in diamonds. I'll try it on. It's a great stackable as well. So if you are somebody who lives in your Wonder Rings and you love your diamonds or your Wonder Rings and your stackables and your diamond bands and the like, this is going to be a really good one because you can always stack and add to it or with it if you'd like to. So no problem there. But let's make sure. So you could just kind of nestle something right up to it because the basket itself is elevated. So you can always do that if you'd like. All right. So it's going to stay in the white gold. We'll re-rhodium for you. And let's make this one disappear as quickly as we can. One of the rarest stones we have to show you tonight. And it's going to be only $888. Talk about a discount. Remember, that's 18 karat solid gold. So that is very, very important right there. So a major $24.99 piece that no longer is anything of the kind. You get that great value, and it is only $7.99, much like our pink diamonds by the yard necklace, our PDBTY. PDBTY. the necklace that we love. So make sure you get one of those. I still have one left if you want the pink diamonds by the yard. Take advantage of that. Again, Norma and Pam, let me know if you're watching so we can show you your requests. And then we've got that new designer piece. Wait till you see the new. This really, I have rings like this, but mine are not nearly as cool because mine are in basic white diamonds and yours is going to be in fancy colors of diamonds, which is much preferred. So we've got a great new designer piece with all those different colors of champagnes, pinks, yellows, greens, etc., the fawns too. So we will see that. Let me know. Again, $888. I've already made the note about the rhodium, so you don't have to worry a thing about that. It looks odd now. It won't when you get it. It's going to be highly polished and rhodium finished to perfection. So that'll be $799. We'll keep on moving. Amethyst lovers, we got a really cool designer piece for you. I could even see this gifted to somebody who is the superstar of your life. Look at how pretty this is. Let me hold it up for you. This is one of my faves because this is just, I love a good star motif, but when it's done really, really well, and I'm holding it by the bail. So this is how it's going to look. It's like your bail is like, think of it like a little ribbon around the 2 points of the star here. And then that is, talk about a fancy cut stone. I don't think it gets much fancier than that. If you talk about really unique, I mean, this is, if this were easy to do, I think we'd see it a lot. I think this is the kind of thing you would build entire designer lines around, is this star cut. But of course, that's not the possibility, or it's just not, it's not something that's capable in this world of gemstone cutting. But you can see this one perfected, 9283. Is your item number on this one. It's a star. Again, the diamonds will be up top. So that's where you're going to slide your chain right on through and you have that beautiful look. Now this is also our 6 carat 61. So it's a great size. And of course, being the most saturated Brazilian amethyst out there, where it's going to give you that really stunning, I'm seeing a lot of blues here, but the truth is, as you see it in real life, meaning like in normal lighting, you're going to see also a lot of, well, you saw it there, red flashes. So it's almost like what Tanzanite does, except it's going to have more purple to start than blue. And then you get the blue and the reds as secondaries. 13 points in diamonds and a beautiful, beautiful pendant, to where every single day it's not oversized, even though the stone is a nice size. Let me show it to you on, so you can see first on the hand and get a little idea of the size. And this is, again, the only way it's going to sit, because it's got the diamonds where the bail is. So that's how you're going to attach it to your favorite chain, whether it's white gold, sterling, or platinum. And then you do have here that 3/4 inch top to bottom, from the top of the bail to the bottom point of your star. And then we'll take a look at it on the neckline for you as well. Get you a great big old value. And isn't that pretty? So unique. And I think that the design around it, even, you've already got the exotic cut, but the design around it makes it even more so. So really, really attractive. And then you can see all the sparkle factors that are coming through. So we'll go back up close and take it on down below. Okay, I know we got to go below 1,000. We've been making this a very affordable evening so far. We'll keep that going no matter how rare the piece gets. I mean, isn't this the sale where, I don't know if you guys just saw something fly by, did you? Okay, I hope it didn't go like right through the display area, because there's something flying around. But anyway, hopefully I nicked it away. But here's what we have on the 661, 13 points in diamonds, and we're going to make this under, let's do better than $9.99 or $8.88. How about better? Better than even $8.88. We're going to take it down to $7.99, but there is only one. It's also going to stay in the white gold. So keep that in mind, and we will help you with that one. All right. Oh, good. Oh, Risa got one too? Oh, guys, who else got a pink diamonds by the yard? Because I don't know if we may be sold out. Did anyone else get one? Anyone else? You did. Okay, guys, tonight, I don't want to disappoint anybody and be like the Grinch. You know, when you don't get your item in time. And I can only sell what I have here on everything. So let me know when you guys sell things so that I don't tell people things are still available when they're not, because that would be very bad. Because then you'll blame me when you don't get it in time, because we don't have it. But here we go. So this is, again, most everything's going to be one of a kind. We're again, pink diamonds by the yard, very, very popular. Thank you, Risa, so much. I'm so glad you got one. We know Risa, and we know she's ready to get that pink diamonds. And we can all thank her, because we got to see it thanks to her request. Otherwise, probably wouldn't have been here tonight. So that's going to be, we take $80 off, so about $719 in change for that one. Then we've got that new bracelet coming up, and then wait till you see this new designer piece as well. Okay, we've got this one. This is that style that we have been seeing, all kinds of different bands and different looks, but this one, wow, pinks, purples, yellows, greens, champagnes, and fawns, all in one ring, and wait to see how beautiful it is on the hand. So we will talk about that coming up shortly here. And actually, it's rather adjustable, so I like that about it. You can make it larger or smaller without even having to go to the jeweler and size it. So we'll still size it for you, but look what I mean. This is what I mean. I just have this on as a pinky ring, but I just expanded a little more and made it a little bit wider of a bypass. So I'm telling you, first of all, I own 2 rings like this, and what they do is they're each mirror images of each other, and I wear them right here and here, and they're just my #1 compliment getter when I wear them, and they're just like this essentially, but they're white diamonds, so not nearly as rare as what you're getting a hold of tonight. 112-9862 is your number, and this is all, first of all, they flare out, they get more dramatic in size, so you start a little bit smaller and then they get larger out their way. So basically, as you see, and they're all going to line up, so there's still a really great, the longest is going to be right down the center, and then you have that really stunning, wait till you see this up close, because you're going to see an entire collection essentially of different colors of diamonds, all natural, all exotic, and this is item number 112-9862. It's 14 karat gold and it's 206 in multicolored diamonds that are all the natural. And I do want to show you, it practically disappears, which means it has a nice low profile to it. So there's really ease of wear, even though there's nothing low profile about the look. The look is stunning. The look is going to be one of those that you just cannot stop staring at. It's going to be that attention grabber, and this is what it looks like. Now let me zoom back, because you got to see the whole array here of really collection of stones, from bright yellows to lighter yellows into the greens, and then you've got those really pretty champagnes and fawns. So you see here, we'll walk you through it, and each one shared prong set. It almost looks like a bead or a droplet of gold between every single diamond, so it really shows off their shape and their styling. And then you can see how they just get bigger and bigger towards the center. So it's a graduated style, and we got the light lavender pink in there, we've got the fawns, the champagnes, the yellows, all of it. And this is brand new right now, and if this is what I mean by adjustable. So if you wanted to cinch it in, there's one band on the back, so it's fairly easy to wear. But watch this. Let's say you also need to go a little larger sometimes, because sometimes the knuckle's a little larger, and so you have to go a little larger in size, but by the time it's here, it's too loose. This is what you can do. I just tightened the ring. It gave it a little different look. It gave it, now I'm not hurting the ring. It's, again, gold is malleable to a degree, so I still am going to size it for you to whatever you need. But there is a little bit of adjustability where if you wanted to make it, watch this, quite frankly, I cinched it a little too tight to take it off, but look at this. I can slip it right off the ring finger, put it on the pinky. Not that I think a lot of us are going to wear it as a pinky ring, because it is quite large, but it does make a great statement. And now I just had it basically sized down another couple of sizes just for the pinky, so it suits it well. To that end, you could also go quite a bit larger if you wanted to, and wear the same ring that you have on the ring finger. This one is, I probably made it, yep, the pinky size is too small for my ring finger, so look, I just adjusted it again. Now it fits the ring finger again, and the same way, you could take that same beautiful ring and adjust it to wear it really anywhere. So it's one of those that it's adaptable in so many ways, where you're going to wear it on different fingers, different days, depending on maybe what the style you're going for. So I still want to size it for you out the gate, but again, let me know that's one of those versatile, you can't do this with most rings, but that open cuff design almost allows you to have a little more fun, a little more play with it. But we're going to make sure this goes, and what should be, like most of the designer styles we've had from this big designer in the last couple of days, we debuted them. I think it was Friday night. It was Friday night. So just a couple days ago, when we saw the very first of this designer line, and it was the first time we'd ever had any. And then I basically proceeded to have 2 or 3 of these designer styles each and every day since, and they've been flying on out of here. Not a one has stuck around with us. So this is an important time to pick it up, especially if you're liking what you're seeing, because this is definitely one that we have not had before in all the time we've been doing jewelry. So come on over and take a look at it one more time. We'll blow it out. It's going to be a lot easier with 206 in diamonds and all those fancies. That is not something we should do ever for under $5,000, but $49.99 is really fair. We're going to do a lot better than that for you, and we do only have just this one. So come on in on the early side, and so many different ways to wear it. All thanks to, again, look at the finishing, there it is, and thanks to that little bit of flexibility it gives you, thanks to the design, which is so beautiful. But there's more fawns in this ring than we've had in most anything ever. It's really an important style. And we'll blow it out for $1,999. That's got to go, and you know it will in a hurry. That is not one that's going to stick around with all those. Look at that, bright yellows, lighter yellows, the greens. Did you see the greens over here on this side? Look at that. Greens and champagnes into the cognacs, into the pinks and the purples and the fawns. It's really got, I mean, every single stone is a little bit different in the entire ring. And then, of course, they're all those really beautiful different sizes as they get bigger towards the center. So the way that is still a bypass of sorts, but flares out and very much like a fanned out design, really attractive on. So that'll be $17.99 at checkout for one caller. So please do let me know if you'd like that one. And then we'll also have that new bracelet. We have a gorgeous new bracelet for you. It's a bangle. Looking forward to that. Lots of different sapphires. We also have a Paraiba deal, some diamond earrings, some great wheels. We're going to try to do a wheel per hour where we're going to have the blue zircons. Actually, right now, we're going to do our blue zircons now. It's our first bottom of the hour of the night. So let me bring out the trio. We've got a trio of Paraibas later. It's purples. And then we're going to do a trio of opals a little bit later. And right now, we have the trio of blue zircons, one of our absolute favorites. And yet, we can't keep these around either. And that's my personal favorite, is that round in that bridge. And then look what we did here. We go a little more elaborate, although the bridge is fairly elaborate. But if you like a little bit more elongation to your ring, you go with one of these left or right sides. And all different shapes. We go with the round, the oval, and yes, the emerald cut. So super rare to see. And each and every one of them, listen, we had to be very selective about these, putting them together like this. It means that, you know, there's a lot of different colors that can come out to play from this zircon area. This particular blue zircon is a color of zircon that only came out of Cambodia. And I said came past tense because, yeah, there's no more. The mine is closed and done. Actually, there's no remnants of the mine in the locale anymore either. It is done. They've actually, since the mine shut down, they basically had sold the land. The real estate developers came in. They made resort lands and everything else, hotels and resorts and things like that. So there is no remnants of a really important, what has been one of the more important of the entire collections of gemstones. And of course the blues, these bright pops of turquoise blue only came out of that region. So it's as rare as it is beautiful, but that's the point. It's still a really beautiful stone that, quite frankly, nothing else in the gemstone kingdom quite gives us this look. So we're really proud to bring them. We've got the 3 on discount. They're all supposed to be $59.99 or more. They're going a lot lower than that. And again, well, let me walk you through the carat weights if that's how you're going to choose. But I think you're going more in the look. But here's our carat 60 oval with 59 points in diamonds. The next size up is going to be the 2 carat. It is in the round, so we are going left to right, ascending order. But there's the round. That's a 2 carat. That one has a lot of diamond weight, 95 points, and something always very special about the round. And then we go to the largest, which is right here, and it's doing its thing. There's no denying that brilliance. Look at that dynamic step faceting coming through. That's a 213. So the largest of the 3 stones in the center, 76 points in diamonds around it, and all 3 are going to be incredibly priced. Now, I do have to leave the bridge in the middle in the white gold. The other 2 on the sides, they can be changed. They wouldn't get to you in time for Christmas if they do, but listen, they can be changed in gold color if you'd really prefer yellow. We have to think beyond just the holiday in a week because these are rings you're going to have for a lifetime. So we really want you, instead of just choosing based on for time's sake alone, we want you to really choose what you're going to love and enjoy forever and ever and ever. That's what you do. And you got to do that here tonight because you can change it if you want. And again, we'll have that out to you in the yellow gold. That would be, again, left and right. Can be changed to either the yellow or the rose gold. Totally up to you. But the price tag. There's a reason they're together as a trio on a wheel during a discount sale. When you get a blowout during a discount event like this one, a vault clearance, it's, again, more like 3 different discounts, and you don't include the discounts from where these start. I mean, most of these rings have been made 2 and 3 years ago. So they're already, they've been discounted along the way. Now they get their final blowout price. And of course, you're choosing your favorite and then taking 10% off as well. So as we take a look, I'm ready to try them on for you as well, but they're going to be a lot better than even $59.99. Huge value, major discount. Come on in because they will not last. And we are just getting started. Listen, every single Wednesday night, you know, it's the beginning of our week. We're not here with you on Mondays or Tuesdays, so it takes a minute to get everybody arriving because it's one of those things. I mean, I guess, I don't know, whatever. We get busy, especially this time of year. So here's what happens. Every Wednesday, like clockwork, everything in the first hour, it kind of lingers and lingers and lingers. And then before you know it, when everyone starts tuning in, they're catching up with what they've missed and everything starts to go. And without fail, at 8 o'clock every Wednesday night, everything's gone. So this is where you're getting first chance And with one of a kinds and this great value, you're going to be very pleased with what we do, especially if we go more than half off, which is $3,000, and there's nothing wrong with that. But we're going to go even further than $3,000 or $29.99 or even $2,000, and I don't think there's one up there that you know. These stones alone would go for more than that. It is time to dial, especially to get your favorite, because when we tell you they're one only, they're one only. There's nothing we can do about it. Can't make another one. This is it. This is all, and they will not be even $1,999. That is a major discount right there, because we've taken them from 6 to 2, so you save $4,000 right there. But this is just the first of 3 blowouts today. And this is the one where the stone that is the most popular of late. We're going through this era where zircons are just hot. I think everyone's understanding. You probably started to see them on display, whether it's the glossy pages of magazines, whether it's the storefronts of major designers. Maybe you've seen them worn on red carpets and whatnot. This is a stone that, for being around as long as it has, there was a little late arrival to the party as far as the designers were concerned. We've been bringing it for years. We've loved it for years. Look at that round and what it does. Not even 19. I tell you, I'm gonna make these phone lines ring, because ultimately, as much as I'd love to make fine jewelry affordable in 2026, like we're trying to do with those pieces that, you know, might be here, and then we get to melt them down and use that gold, repurpose that gold to avoid basically paying $4,400 an ounce, or who knows where it'll be by the end of the year. That's still a couple of weeks away. I don't know. The way it's going up, every time I look at a gold price, it's up another $200 an ounce. That seems to be the pattern in the last couple of weeks. So who knows? We could see $5,000 by the end of the year. We could see more. You just don't know. Everyone in the industry is predicting $6,500 near the first quarter. That's by first quarter's end of 2026. Could very well happen. I mean, no one's got a full, you know, no one knows for sure. We don't know until we go through it. But this is where, again, I'd love to melt pieces down just to make those new pieces affordable for you. But honestly, these are the pieces that I look at and go, with the popularity of the stone, the rarity, the fact we bring it and not a lot of people do, let's just make sure that these pieces, as they are finished, as beautiful as they look, let's get them out to you. Let's get them out to you to enjoy, to have for a lifetime. If you don't yet have a blue zircon, what a great way to get one. And no, they're not going to be 19 or 18 or 17. So I'm taking all that into account to a great deal, while we make sure that they've got to find their homes now so they can be on their way. They're not going to be even $1,777. This is all prior to a discount that is going to get our phone lines very busy. Listen, I know a value, as do you. And that's the thing we all expect. We're getting better values than ever before. I'm looking at that $1,777 price, doing the math, thinking about the fact it's only $1,599 right now. What if we took a $1,599 after discount price and put it on the air and did not stop there? This is where, again, the gold would be more. And you're probably tired of hearing that, but I'm sorry, that's the way it is. When you see when these pieces were made a couple years ago and gold where it was $2,500 an ounce, $2,000 an ounce, and now it's very different. Well, here's the deal, guys. We've got one incredible moment, an opportunity right now, and we're starting to get busy because they're not even $1,599. I'm just doing the basic, like, let's really make sure they all go, because at $1,599 that would have been $1,777 minus 10%, and instead I'm going significantly less than that. And then you still take your 10%. So what does that mean? The price is going to go to absolute rock bottom blowout under cost, and this is where you say, you know what, I'm going to treat myself to one of those, because it is time. It is time. I know they're never going to be more affordable. I know I can't get them anywhere else, and we're taking them even lower. Which one do we like? We are going to try them on. It sounds like they're just like, you know what? I can't decide which one I like, so you put them all on and let me see then. Let me see what I like the best. So here's what we have for you: the round, the oval, the emerald cut, and I'll stagger them up a little bit so you can see them right there. Round, that is the most diamond weight. 95 points in diamonds with the round. Love the round. There's magic happening. Then we have the oval. Then you have, I do love the emerald cut. You know I'm partial to an emerald cut. I wear an emerald cut diamond every day. I will never go to any other cut. That is true. That is a fact. Sometimes certain things just transcend time. And that is where, again, if you want that bright, incredible neon blue, it's like a Windex blue, which is usually how we call, how we would describe the very best in Paraiba. That's what you're getting here. So let me know, emerald cut, oval, or the bridge mounting with the round, but they're not even $15.99. They are $1,499. That is going to be an extra, sure enough, about $150 off. So they'll be $13.49 and change if you want any one of those three, the round, the oval, or the emerald cut. And then we'll see them back up close for you. That round, I'm so partial to the round just because, well, you take a bright neon stone that's double refractive and then you do the round cutting. It is major sparkle. And you know, I mean, for those of us that obsess over sparkle, there's the way you get the maximum there. And then again, let me know if the round, when that's gone, that's gone. Then here's the emerald cut. And then we also have, did I just have those? I had those reversed before, so not to confuse anybody. Let's just put them where they were. So here we go. Last chance, last call. And that's going to be your choice for $13.49. That's it. $13.49 for anyone. And then we'll give them 2 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. So we're verifying on a few of them. And so, and if there is, again, I'll remind you, the emerald cut's the largest, so that's the 2 carat 13. So if we're talking about the individual center stone, emerald cut's the 213. The exact 2 carat is the round, which is, ooh, la la, amazing. The round is 2 carats exactly, so it's a little deeper stone. I mean, it may not look as big, but that's because it's a round. And that's going to be the 2 carat, and then the carat 60 is the oval, but don't worry, it pretty much looks like the emerald cut, which is the 213. So they're more dense stones, zircons are in general, so they tend to look sometimes a bit, about, you know, a bit smaller than they weigh. Yeah, are you taking the round? Congratulations, who got it, Jason? Way to go there. Who is it? Oh, really? Hi, Joetta. It's 6305. 6305. She's a long-time shopper with Jason, long time. So here we go. Oval, emerald cut. Let's put them side by side so you can see that emerald cut a little better behind that clock there. But look at those. Look at those two. Wow. It's like it's kind of like a, reminds me of a great key always around the oval, kind of like a way to do a halo design, but make it a little more interesting, broaden it a little bit, really suits the oval shape well. The emerald cut's fantastic. That also feels like a double halo, but with almost a floral kind of component at the northeast, south, and west of the piece. And so that's really, really fantastic. I cannot get over this value. $13.49. Let me know which one you like. Okay, Tanzanite earrings are coming up. We have a beautiful stud style in an earring, and that's going to be here. Also, our multicolored sapphire bangle, which is brand new. We've done some different styles of multicolored sapphire bangles in the past, but the one you're going to see tonight, a first time, a very affordable way to do a bracelet, and our bracelets have been lighting up the line. So we'll get that to you coming up shortly as well. It's going to be a lot of fun to see and great for everyday wear because goes with everything. So we'll see that as well. All right, so last call, $13.49. If you'd like one of our zircons, let me know. $13.49, got to get them. And then there's the emerald cut. That one may be gone as well. Thank you, thank you. And here are the gorgeous round studs. I can never get over these because it's always shocked me a little bit. This is one of our most, I would say, upscale in our earrings, no doubt about it, the way that it's done with this beautiful round. And they are so bright. You know, these aren't the biggest stones in the world. We've done earrings with, you know, 10 carat stones in each stud. This is going to be a carat 20 overall and 8225, but they're so bright. They're so glowy. I mean, they're round. So just what we saw, the zircon, when you had that double refraction and the round play together, how bright it became. Well, similar is happening here. This is that neon, but then that glow really brought to life by the round cutting. And so you have a carat 20, they stay in the yellow gold. And also this really, really important, and don't forget about our amethyst and some of the other pieces we had earlier, like those designer diamond colors, the cat's eye, chatoyant scapolite we had. We also had a moonstone with a cat's eye too. So we have some great pieces that are still hanging out and they don't stay for the night. But take a look. Carat 20 and 35 points in diamonds. That's 35 points in both baguettes and rounds. So you're getting that really important halo design that really just gives it an elevated look, and then of course is taking the round and it overall makes it more of a hexagonal style because of the way that halo is done. You're putting the angle of the baguettes with the rounds in the corners essentially. So 35 points there. There's a centered post, so it's going to be, again, you can kind of rotate them as you wish and have them sit in different ways if you'd like, kind of point to point or more of that straight edge top, however you prefer. But this is what they look like from a distance, and they are oh so fabulous. And they are a great everyday wearable style. And of course, there's so many of you we know, we hear from you every day, looking for more of those companion pieces to the Blue Wing Block Ds. There you can see they are 3/8 of an inch from top to bottom. And now we get to make them a brand new price tag so that they go where they have not gone before. Here's what they look like from a distance away as well, so you can see them on the ear, just to give you some kind of idea of the scale and the size there. And of course, anything that you have. If you've got the Blue Wing Block Ds already, rings, necklaces, pendants, whatever it may be, bracelets even, great earring to go with it, because this color, it may be a smaller size of stone, but it's not lacking at all in the beautiful color or the neon. That's what's so important there. So we've taken a look at them up close as well. Give you a great big value. Send them on out. There's only one pair. They stand the yellow gold. So another great example of what can go out right away to you tomorrow. So no biggie there. Just really important that you dial early, because you can't get them when they're already sold to someone else. That's the caveat, right? We'd love to get them right out to you, but if they're gone to someone else, nothing I can do. I can't make another pair of Blue Wing Block Ds. We just don't. And by the way, tomorrow is the anniversary, so just a heads up there. Tomorrow we commemorate 7 years of Blue Wing Block D exclusively here. 7 years tomorrow. So very, very excited about that. So you may want to be with us tomorrow as well, because, well, we're going to do what you do, have a little anniversary party. But here we are with our one and only pair. Let's make them $999 and save you a bunch. And that, of course, has an extra $100 off coming off of that price as well. So you get an even better value. And they're only $899. That would be it. So a big old value there on our one pair of Tanzanite studs that are under $1,000. There is nothing else in the entire inventory that is going to be under $1,000 in a Tanzanite. I don't think a Tanzanite anything. We could be talking pendants, we could be talking earrings, doesn't matter. Rings as well. So that's very key to remember, is that you're not going to see anything else quite like that. We also have the new yellow diamond hoops. We had some the other day, I believe it was Sunday, and they were very quick to go. We're going to bring you another pair coming up with those big cushion cut yellows. They look a little something like this. Oh yeah, they're big. So the last time we didn't do full halos around each stone. This time we're going there. Plus we also have that Paraiba deal I'm going to bring out. We've got a great opal wheel next hour. That's in about an hour from now. Also a black diamond in a pendant. But tell me, why oh why? How could the rounds be here at $899 when there's such a big time value? Here's our black diamond pendant, our one and only. And there have been a lot of requests for black diamonds of late. Well, here it is. 112-8904 is coming up. This is a platinum setting with a nearly 2-carat fancy facet pattern to the pear shape. And so you've got a beautifully prismatic cut. Instead of being a flat table facet, you're getting something a little extra here. A little different, a little bit bold. And then the whole piece just feels like you have taken a section of beautiful lace and really put and place that black diamond within it. It feels almost Victorian. There's like almost a vintage vibe to it. It's a carat 96 with 45 points in diamonds. And I'll show you from a distance here. The bail's really part of the design here too. So you're just going to slip your chain right through that top portion bail. I would use your basic chains, probably not something bulky or like a diamonds by the yard for this one. I would keep it a little more delicate on the chain you choose here. Here's the length that it's going to give you. That is 1.25 inches from top to bottom. And then you are going to see beautiful. You're going to see a little neckline through it, thanks to that almost laciness of the design. So you see that there, how it's going to have a little bit more delicate. I like that also. It's a slightly asymmetrical design. It's not in a glaring way, but you see here, this side is more curved. This side is a little more scalloped. So it's got an interest to it that definitely makes it feel and look very, very custom. And we'll take it back up close, and we got a black diamond to blow out. So that's exciting. And 2 carats, yes, almost. You're getting almost 2.5 carats overall in your black and your white, which makes it really versatile from a fashion standpoint. And we'll take the $3,999 piece farther below that, I mean, to a degree that you could not even get the platinum for. It's not even $19.99. Going a lot lower than that for you. All you need to do is give us a quick call. We'll help you out right now, but it's going to be better than even $19, $18, $17, $16, even $1,500. You saw what we did with the blowout on those blue zircons. The kind of value we brought, nothing short of incredible. This one's even lower than $14.99, and you're getting really our only black diamond pendant that is left. We had a necklace, it sold. We had a couple necklaces of a different style, they sold. This is it in black diamond pendants. This is it in everything. And now we get to bring it down even further than $14 or $13.99. Just this one, we're gonna blow it out for only $1,299. It'll be all the way down to $1,169 instead at checkout. And get ready. The sapphire bracelet is coming up. Multicolored sapphires in a bangle bracelet style. Can't wait to show it to you. And look at this. You can probably imagine what the finishing looks like because it's exactly the same pattern as what the outside looks like, thanks to that cutout detail, that mill-grain, that laciness, all the pave, and then individual set. If they're the bigger diamonds, they're individually prong set, then you've got the pave hanging out around that. So $11.69. Let's get to our, well, these are the earrings, guys. They're so high-end elite yellow diamonds, massive ones, by the way. They're almost 1/3 of a carat each on those yellow diamond cushion cuts. So those are coming up, but I had to show you this bracelet before we go any further because this is the one CJ designer. Okay, we all know that is important. You also have a beautiful collection of different sapphires. We're going to walk you through side to side because there are actually a set of a dozen individual stones, and we want you to see each and every one of them really, really well so you know exactly what you're getting because it is a one only. And it's $98.73. This is that brand new bangle today. So again, we take in requests. So if there are any requests out there at all whatsoever, please get those in as well. We want to make sure you get all requests in so we can help you with whatever you need before we run out of time with the vault clearance because that is happening in just a matter of a couple weeks, but we don't have shows every single day. So here is our 345 total weight of Ceylon sapphires. That means Sri Lankan origin stones, but I want to take you through from one side to the other. This is for an average size, so if you were 6.5 all the way up to a 7.5, anywhere in that range, you are going to have a beautiful fit here. It also starts with the green, goes into the bright golden. There's a classic pink. Then you get more into the green golden and then a padbarasha and a cornflower blue, another yellow, another pink, and then we're kind of repeating the pattern a bit. So the golden, like a deep, deep yellow, that is an interesting color there next to it. Right here, it almost looks like Paraiba. That's a blue-green, and then another little bit of a green golden and then another pink there, more of a diamond pink. You can see the way it's finished beautifully on the inside. There's a memory wire inside. This is that same kind of flexibility. So you're going to have your clasp in the very center of the back. Right here, there's a little button design. So you simply press this down and then it opens right up, okay? So you're gonna have that flexibility of getting it on, and then of course you've got that great way that it goes. Really one size fits all the average sizes, and then with a little room to spare. 12 stones, that means that if you're thinking about each one, these should be approximately about 28 to 29 points apiece. And then the diamonds are stacked between them. The diamond weight is 25 points, so there's 2 diamonds between every single sapphire. It looks gorgeous on. It's a really beautiful style. And it's as simple as this. One price tag makes it yours. We have been, I think, seeing some of the biggest values that we do in bangles. Anything in a bracelet, but bangles are where it's at. They're stackable. They have that nice straight edge to them, so it really makes it a breeze. I mean, who's not layering right now? Very rarely do you see a woman who is really put together who's wearing one piece of jewelry. And that even can be one piece of jewelry per body part. We're usually wearing more than one earring and more than one ring and more than one bracelet, stacking and layering. That is still the height of the look. And it just means, I think this is a moment that all of us, you and I, who are jewelry lovers and devotees, we are really loving this moment because it's not a minimalist moment we're living in. It's really about enjoying. I mean, how many of us have a lot of great jewelry and we're always wishing we could wear it all? Well, now's the time. That's a look where put on all your bracelets, mix and match them, put on your link styles with your bangles, with your beaded bracelets and all of that. It really is anything goes, and it really makes you an individual when you do like the stacking. That makes it look very specific and very important to you and you alone. So nobody else is going to have your same bracelet stack. So what we'll do here is take it from the $69.99, but I think we've been loving that our values on bracelets have been very, I would say, obvious. We know what gold's doing right now, and if you think that, well, we're not affected, well, everybody is. Everybody who makes gold jewelry, at least, this is that one and only. We're not even doing half of that price. $3,500, great deal. And we got 10% off on another brand new piece. This is not something you've seen before. It's never been something we've brought you before. And again, really easy here. The back little button style. I mean, look, all you're gonna do, guys, is I wanna show you from a distance here. It's really simple and easy. You see that great style, that color selection really is so pretty. And the colors make sense together, don't they? They're not that piece that's like, okay, where you could, there's some thought behind it. I'm not a fan of when we put multiple colors of stones together, and we don't do it per se, but I see it out there in the jewelry world where you can tell it was very random and it was just about throwing whatever stones you had together. This is really well thought out. There's a pattern, there's the similar colors together. It looks great that way. We're gonna just go ahead and blow it out. It's not even 35 or 3,000. There is only one. When it's gone, and we gotta make sure. Right here, right now, let's go ahead and do it right now for just, you know what, $29.99 is still too much. I got a request coming in. Let's make sure we get it gone and in a hurry. $2,499 for the one bracelet that's actually going to come down to $22.49 instead. And that's it on my yellow gold bangle. But again, it's flexible. So when you open it up in the back center, it's got that amazing kind of, not a stretch really, it's not, stretch is not the right word, but it has that flexibility to it. So it's really easy. And it just finds its way around your wrist and then you clasp it together and you're good to go out the door. So one of the easier bracelets to ever put on. So Pam, I see you're with us. So I think she's ready for our beautiful pink. Let's do it now. And then we will see this one out the door. It's by, wow, this is one of our, first of all, great mounting, great mounting. The stone is really worth the headline here, but that mounting is so detailed. It's got bezel and pave and bead set diamonds, and it's so elaborate. And what a stone. If you're going to do something elaborate, you better make sure it's a fancy stone. This is a very important sapphire. It's a pinky purple, think hot pink, but it's got a purple element. It's 1127069. And, you know, I know, Pam, this requester is really, yeah. Thank you. The Tanzanite studs are gone. I think the bracelet's gone. So again, things are really starting to go. It's that time. We're approaching hour number 2. So everyone's starting to dial in and tune in and take the pieces. But Pam, I know that you personally have been thinking for a long time about a pinky purple Paraiba, which these are the same type of color. And it's rare to get that in a sapphire, but especially one key word here, it's unheated. To get that saturation level, because sapphire is like a lot of stones where it gets heat almost always. And the heat is what brings out the best of the color. So you might start with rough material that's not this saturated, and then the heating is what brings that out. This one is unheated. So that means a remarkable, remarkable difference when you have a stone that came out of the ground looking like that, and it's over 2 carats, and it's really, really, really clean. There's not a lot of eye visible inclusions going on. So you see the clarity, you see the color, it's purpley pink, it pops, it's like a fuchsia color. It's just as rare really to see a sapphire of this size that's unheated as it is a purple Paraiba. So, and this is given the color, no doubt. And look how bright. I mean, you would think it's a purple Paraiba. It's got the neon glow, it's bright and vibrant, it's stunning, and yet it's a huge size. 75 points is the diamond weight, and it's in the white gold only. So it'll stay as is right here and now. I like the way this is done. The way it cinches in a little bit on the sides to make way for the band, very attractive, is it not? And this one will be, oh, a new markdown from $79.99, where it was once upon a time, and oh, is it going low right now? So much better than $79 or $4,000 or $3,000 or even $29.99. We've got one. That's it. Just one. Let's make it $2,888, and you got almost $300 to save on top of that. So $28.88, and down back to the wheel it goes, so you can see all those designer details of how and why this mounting is so different from everything else we see. And of course, if you're doing the math, that's $25.99 at checkout. And Jason, are you taking the bracelet or thinking about our sapphire? All right, so the bracelet is still here. The Tanzanite studs are gone. This one is going to be going in a hurry. Again, first caller to say yes, and $25.99. And all of my purple Paraibas are going to be substantially more tonight, Pam. I did bring some out for you, but they are substantially more in the price tag, and this is what they look like. So we've got that one. You can see the difference here on that one's a little bit more red in comparison. These are all, again, different stones, but I know she's thinking about all of them. And then we have this one. This is really a rubellite color. That's also the copper bearing tourmaline. That one's going to be significantly more. And then we have an even bigger stone that's about 5.5 carats. And if you like any of these, you can let me know. We can present them in full for you as well. But there's the other. So you see with the copper bearings on this particular wheel, they have a little more of that rubellite color. This one's more like a fuchsia pinky purple. So that's last call, and then we'll move on. We do have a This is something I did not think we'd see in a blowout deal, but we have a Paraiba bangle bracelet. Look at this one. Look at that. When do you think you would ever walk into a jewelry establishment and see a classic blue-green Paraiba set in a bangle as your centerpiece? So good. It's so, so good. It's item number, and I know it's only the first hour, we're bringing out the big guns here, but this has got, when it's a blowout, it's easy. It's really easy. We've all been waiting for this one to be blown out, and here's the night. 112-6626, and we've got new yellow diamond earrings as well. They're still to come. And then here's what we're gonna do on the Paraiba bracelet. It's a bangle. This is a lot more gold than even that last bangle I showed you, because this is not that flexible, wiry style. It is solid and heavy and really well done. This was made years ago, way back when, and you've got an east-west set oval stone here. We're gonna have a ring later on that actually would go nicely with this bangle, by the way. So you could get a whole set tonight of Paraiba. But as we are approaching the second hour of the show on our Wednesday night, this is one of the best and one of the ultimate finds in rarity. It's a white gold staying in that average size. So this is another one that can go right out to you. Stays in the size it's in, fits the 6.5 to 7.5. Stays in the white gold, well, that's a great combination for the blue-green Paraiba. Then you have a 65-point diamond weight, which is in and of itself a double halo, but with some design. The element of having this east to west set diamond shape that, of course, you see how the actual bangle itself gets wider through the middle and then slightly narrows. Yes. Thank you on the pink sapphire. I hope it was a requester. Let me know if it was Pam. But this is really an exciting bangle. And with that, it's the top of the hour. So before we get to this incredible price tag, trust me, I wanted this to be seen by more than just our first hour group. This is one that is so extraordinary. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're with us on a Wednesday night. Live. Happy holidays, one and all. We're so glad you're with us tonight. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We've got a couple hours left tonight to show you our vault clearance. What's left of it, there's not a lot of time remaining in this vault clearance, as you know, because when the year is over, this is over. And hopefully the inventory is also going to be complete so we can show you what we've been working on for brand new. But this is where you get a beautiful stone. It's a blue-green Paraiba tourmaline. That's one of the rarest on the planet. But then diamond weight around it, that's 2/3 of a carat in diamonds, but it's also a gold story. And we may not 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 9 years ago, 10 years ago, we wouldn't have been talking about gold as the story here. We would have said it's a bangle, it's really important, but it would have been maybe $4,000 or $5,000 worth of gold. Today, very different story, given that gold is at record highs and continuing every day setting new records. So take a look at what we have here in a bangle that we get to take lower than the old price. That's the beauty of it. So you don't have to worry a thing about where it's going or where it's at today. Yes. I can get it for you. Yeah, I can. Let me go check what the ring size felt like, about an 8. So let me see if that's accurate. And then let's see, purple pink sapphire that we just had was a size 8. So yes, currently, but we can size it easy enough. All right, so here we go. This is the bangle. I got to show you on the wrist as well so you can see what this is all about. And side closure, this is how we do these bangles here. It's got a double figure 8. So once you unfasten that, so I've unfastened the hinges, and that's the little safety catch. So you can see, boy, it's got it doesn't fly open. This is a resistant hinge, so you really have to choose when you're gonna open it or close it. But look how it opens nice and wide, so it's really easy. So you're just gonna put your wrist right through it like this, and then you simply align it, click, done. That's pretty much it. And then all you do is you're gonna be, I think when you're out in the town, you're gonna fasten those figure 8s to make sure it's locked. And we've got a great Paraiba ring coming up a little later tonight, but look at that. Look at the size of that bangle. And that's gonna be one of our larger bangles as far as gold weight is concerned. And the only Paraiba bracelet we have is right here. And there's a brand new markdown. Stays in the white gold, can go out to you tomorrow, gives you plenty of room. So even if you're up to, even if you're 7.5 or even 7 3/4, you should be perfectly fine on this bracelet size. But what used to be $17,999, yes, is nowhere near, which one? Oh, good, thank you. Our sapphire bangle is sold too. So again, things are really starting to fly from hour number 1. Make sure you get in very quickly, and then let's take this one and only last call on this one. And this is one that I know, we didn't say let's not discount this so much because we'd really like this one to stay. Because if you're gonna melt a piece, you'd prefer it be a bangle, because this is equivalent to about 6 or 7 different rings. So you'd probably just say, if we're going to melt one piece, let's melt the bangle. So you would think maybe there's not that much motivation to discount it all that far down. Nonsense. We're making sure, actually, this is one of the bigger discounts we're doing because we are that dedicated to getting this one at home and knowing that there's a lot of Paraiba collectors that shop here, that have shopped here historically, that where else? If we're not going to bring you a Paraiba bangle, who will? Who is? Who can? This is not even $79.99. There's 10 grand right back in your pocket. And I think today more than ever, we can all think of things we could do with that extra $10,000. I just saved you on what should credibly be $18,000, and now it's not. It's not $79, $69, $59, $49. That's why you're shopping this show and this moment. And as we look at it here and realize it's not even going to be $3,999, that's where you say, yes, please, I'll get one. There's only one. That's all we've got. And it's not going to stay at $39.99. As much as I love $400 extra discounted, we're going to do even better than that. And this is the one to own. There's just nothing else like it. Nothing else. We've got a ring, but that's a ring. It's easier to bring rings than it is bracelets. We're going to blow this out for better than even $39 or $38 or even $37.99. I got some extra motivation here. After all, it is my favorite stone on planet Earth. We're going to make this better than $37.99. It'll go $37.77. And you know why? Because after that price gets discounted by 10%, you got it for $33.99. It's going under $3,400. That's a first caller situation. That's going to be it. That is all. And then we'll bring out, yep, we got the new yellow diamond hoops. We've got steel morganite on the way. Thank you. We've got, oh, this hour, in 25 minutes, at the bottom of this hour, we're going to bring out those opals I was telling you about. The gigantic opals out of Australia. We'll see those coming up. We've got those Paraibas as well. Oh, and a conch pearl that I have never seen at a price like this for the size. So we've got one of the rarest stones in the world. We'll bring that out as well. But $37.77 is coming down to $33.99. We'll see who's got it. That's how this show is going. So let me know if you'd like to have it. And then, of course, it is right out to you. That one goes out tomorrow. So, and Norma, let me know. Norma, we've gotten the other request taken care of. But Norma, I knew you made a request late Sunday. Chances are she forgot about me tonight, but that's okay. If she's out there, Norma, if you're out there and you want to see that mandarin that you want to get another look at on Sunday, we got it for you. So just pick up the phone and dial in so we know that you're there, okay? Yes. Paraiba bangle is gone. I've got a star stone here. Thank you on that one. Enjoy it. That is really one of the most important pieces we've ever shown you. And look at this. We have got a star ruby. It's kind of between purples and reds, so it really, if you want to, on certain occasions, you're going to see more purple, then you would call it a purple star, sapphire. In other occasions, you would probably call it a ruby. It just depends on what you're seeing more of in the color. And, oh, okay. I don't know what size you need, Pam, but yeah, it's okay. Again, I'm not in charge of all that, so it just because I don't get to talk to you and hear what size you need. But thank you for shopping, and I'm so glad you got it. And listen, that's what you do. If you've been thinking about a piece for a while, you pick up the phone, dial in, see the new discount, get your 10% off, and enjoy it. Because you know my rule. If you've been thinking about it, I give it 15 minutes. Some of you guys give it 15 months or a couple of years, and you think about it, and you think about it. I say if you're still thinking about it after 15 minutes, that's my rule of thumb, and it's never steered me wrong. So I say you pick it up. That's what I do. But it's never steered me wrong. If I never think about it again after in 15 minutes, fine. Wasn't meant to be. I don't really want it that badly. But the pieces that you're still thinking about, those are the ones you will never regret shopping for. But here is 1128980. This is my, let's call it a purple star, even though it's really on the verge of ruby. And it's fantastic, isn't it? You see there, it's got that really strong, I'm going to go block a light here so you can just see the one star that is to be expected when you see this in normal lighting, because we got two lights. So there it is with one light and therefore one star, and you can see 2 versus 1. So we've got this 216. It's also unheated. If it was heated, the star wouldn't happen. So you've got an unheated sapphire here. It also has the 62 points in the diamonds, and they're all mighty fine, large round brilliants working their way around, making the perfect halo. But it also is, let me try it on for you. It's going to be a huge markdown. Started at $49.99. We only have one again. So this is one of those that you do. Okay, I wish you could see what I'm seeing right now. I've got, essentially when I take it from here to here, for a brief moment, it is completely out of all the studio lighting, and it's just basically got one direct light over it. And the way this star shows up, you can never fully appreciate it until you get it at home and see it in person with your own eyes. And then you will really appreciate how outstanding and how bright and how very defined that star is. You're going to love it. It's also going to be better than $2,000. It's not even $19.99. We've got one, and it's rare, 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 and it's also a roval cut. So it's more rounded than it is traditional oval. And we'll bring it on down. I mean, look, the actual mounting is a perfect round. So it's a real roval stone. We're going to bring it down to $1,888, and therefore you get another discount that's only going to make it $1,699 instead. Who's getting ready for the conch pearl or those big yellow diamonds in the hoops? And you know what else we're waiting for? We're waiting on your requests. You get those in. You help me out. We got requests for you. We sure do. So bring us your request and we'll bring it out of the vault and show you that discount, okay? So we'll be happy to do that for you as well. Then here it is, $1,888. That's got to go. Everything's going. So make sure you pick up the phone and dial in. We're not waiting for pieces to go. And then you know what else I have? This is actually, technically it's 9 minutes late because it's my top of the hour, but we got a little carried away with that bangle. And then I had that piece in queue. I really want to show you our cross necklace. There have been sellouts throughout this event on cross pendants. I'm going to bring you a cross necklace. The full necklace, no need to worry about, does she have the chain already? Is the right size? Is it going to be the right? This is no worries. This is all one giftable moment. Now here's the problem. I'm going to just tell you, this is what it looks like from a distance. So you can see plenty of size to see it from a ways away, but it's also that updated new sideways design. I'll tell you what makes this great. This is like your cross is essentially built into your chain, so it layers like no other. This is like a foundational piece for layering your necklaces. It's the same way you would probably, if you have a DB2I, you're probably putting that on initially and then adding different links to it. Same kind of thing here. You put this on and it's just a new, fresh, updated way to wear your cross and yet keep it close to the heart, but it's sideways, but it's curved. So it's almost like it's organically floating within your necklace, and you can position different ways too. So if you want it a little more upright, you put it a little higher up on the side of the neckline. If you want it right there nestled at the center of your neckline, you wear it that way, kind of like I have here. This is 25 points. VS diamonds, white gold only to show off those VS diamonds. However, and it's going to sound like a big number, we have 6 of them, which is why it's a little late, top of the hour. It is 25 points in diamonds and solid 14 karat white gold. It is the ultimate, ultimate gift. And we have seen every single cross that I brought out in the last couple of weeks of this event. We've seen every single one of them go. Every single one. Everything only here what's made up is the only thing I can offer to you because we want to get them to you in time for Christmas gift giving. And yes, this will get there in time because it can go out tomorrow. And it's all that diamond cut chain. It's got even the premium lobster claw closure and the multiple links built in. So it is perfect, perfect, perfect for gift giving. There is not a worry you have here. You just pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 because we do have 6 of them to go around. All in white gold. That's again designed to show off the white diamonds and how very high quality they are. Are you ready to see it? 25 points. Please don't wait. It is going to absolutely blow your mind what we're doing on price tag because I can guarantee you one thing right now. I don't care what gold's doing, the $4,400 an ounce, if it goes to $6,000 an ounce early next year, whatever it is. This is a value right now tonight that you could not get a basic chain for. That is a fact. And if you haven't been in a jewelry store shopping for a gold chain in a while, if it's been a year or a decade or maybe 5, it is really going to be astounding. And I encourage you, go out there. Don't look at plated metals. Look at what a gold chain, like a solid gold. I'm not talking about a big omega. I'm just talking about something simple. The classic pendant chains you buy. They're $700 and $800 right now and going up drastically. There are jewelry stores. You know what they're doing with all their time right now? I've been talking to people in the industry. They're having to come in and open retail stores and get their hours and hours and hours before the start of the day because they have to adjust the pricing every day. And they're moving their prices up to keep up with the gold escalation. So again, we're doing exactly the opposite. We're taking them down, which is keeping up with basically our amazing desire for value. Take a look at this. This is what it looks like on the hand. So this is going to be, again, 6 of them to go around, all white gold only. And this is where I've got it now more to the side. And then you'll see it. Obviously, you can also reverse it. It's never going to flip when it's on. It's just kind of floating here. But you can see. And then also, I'll point this out. I like this idea. What you could always do if you've got something with a larger bail, you can put another pendant on and then center up your, maybe it's going to be a cross. Maybe you want to double it up. Maybe you want to add a little initial style, a dog tag, something like that. You could actually add a pendant to it if you want to, if your bail is big enough. It's 111-3343. So again, going on a piece that was made almost a decade ago. We have 6 in the vault that are ready to go in the white gold. The chain is diamond cut, so it sparkles like it's got little microscopic diamonds all the way through it. You've got this adjustability, here it is, the lobster claw closure, the 16, 17, 18 inches in length. I have nobody on the phone lines, and that's probably because you're going, well, if it's $700 for a chain, plus you're adding diamonds in a cross, there's a quarter carat, plus I got to do something for the labor, we're looking at probably $1777 on a good day. And then I'll take 10% off from there. That is not what we're asking. And again, I have 6 available only. This will not hang out. Let me show you here first. I'm going to start with it centered up on the neckline, because I think that's how a lot of people are going to wear it. Where it's that sideways design, whether you're wearing it here, that's 16, 17, 18. So you're going anywhere from here to here with one great necklace. It's giftable. Now, if you want to add it, this is what I also truly love. I love the look of it more on the side of the neckline, like so. I think that's really pretty as well. Just again, play with it. If you want to wear it that way, add that pendant to kind of give it some weight there in the base of the chain at the center. But here's what we're going to do. I got a great value. We're going to take it back on over to the hand. It's not even $1,000. 6 of them to go around, and this will be there because, well, we'll put it in a box and send it out to you tomorrow. So no issues there when you've got this solid. Look at this from the back side too. And then I'll show it up close. I mean, I could even see that reversed if you wanted to. You could wear it reversed if you choose to. And then we'll show you up close as well so you can see the details of the diamonds. And it will not be, wow, $9.99. Come on in. Only 6 to go around. When I tell you it will sell out, I can't make big, bold statements like that on a Wednesday night, a week before Christmas, unless there's a really major value happening. This is that really major value. And it's not $888 or $777 or $699, which puts us way below the price of the most basic chain you would buy on its own, by itself. Guys, we got 6 of them, and somebody probably going to take more than one, because it is that incredible of a Christmas gift. And it's not even $599. This is prior to 10% off. We're about to be very, very busy. It's modern. For those of you going, oh, well, that doesn't look like the cross I already have. Isn't that a good thing? Isn't that good? I don't know many people, even the wealthiest in the world, who buy the same thing in jewelry over and over and over and over and over. You don't need to. We have to do that with certain things in life. There are certain things we have to replenish, and we have to buy more than one of. Tires, I think of. You know, we got to buy more than one. You got to buy certain things over and over and over in life and replenish. Jewelry, you don't need to do that. So it's nice to have collections where there are different things, stay with the same theme, but have something a little different in design. What about, okay, do I really need to go lower than $599? Because I didn't anticipate that. Here's what it looks like again from a distance, and I'll show it on the neckline again, but it's not even $599. We have 6 yellow mount operators when you got them. If you want to get more than one, listen, you're taking 10% off every single one of them. So right now, $60 extra save. We're not doing that. Add your favorite pendants, wear it on its own, stack and layer it, give, 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 give. It's the ultimate gift idea. And how about that? Giving natural VS diamonds. When everyone else is doing lab grown and they're asking for a lot more money. We're making it better than $599. Here's how we do it. $499. There's nothing else in the inventory that has that price tag. And there's still $50 off that. So it'll be $449 and change if you want 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. You take as many as you need. But $449, we give it 60 seconds and we move. And you can take them all. You can put them in your jewelry store. You can give them out to all your daughters, granddaughters, anybody, sisters, maybe the book club, whatever it is. This would be great. I mean, what about the church group? What about the gals that, you know, every Sunday after worship you go out and have brunch, and you all really just, again, really want to have that beautiful symbolism of your faith? Here's how you do it. And it's $449 for a necklace. We have 40 seconds remaining, and it's a giveaway. A total and utter 100% giveaway. And listen, if it's still here, it just means nobody watching. So what we do is show it later and then it sells out. But I'd rather get them sold out right now so we can move on to all the brand new that we have to show you. $449 at checkout. Let me know if you'd like one. That is stunning. So $449 and they're still here. All right, we're moving along. We got the big Conch pearl that's also here. This is a collector's piece, just plain and simple. All about collectors. And no, nothing else is going to be under $500 in the rest of the show. But I do have a conch pearl that is also very affordable because this is the one that's been $12,999 forever. And now it's time to take it to a lower price. It's $71.39. Let me know if you want the cross. They are still here. Look at this though. 216 of a natural, beautiful color. I like this one personally because it also feels really unique because it's got a little ombre of the color. It's like it graduates from one pink shade to another, and it's supposed to be, yeah, $12,999. We'll skip that. 212 is the size. It has the 88 points in big old diamonds. And what they do is, since they use such big diamonds, what they did was they actually added smaller diamonds at the intersection on the outside so that it really fills up the halo. Really gives it a nice solid frame around your stone, which is the rare of the conch pearl. Of course, these are not like a traditional pearl. They don't have a similar luster. Instead, they give us color. So they give us a beautiful color that is all natural. These are derived from the very large. These are the sea snail shells. They're the big, you know what they are, the queen conch shell that you see on the beaches of the Caribbean, or you probably not at this point. I don't think if you're taking a Caribbean vacation, you're going to see them at this point. They're all but gone, all but endangered. You don't see them anymore. There's a huge legal ramifications if you even touch. If, let's say you were walking the beach and you happen to come across a sea snail shell, there are huge penalties if you even touch them, if you try to walk away with one. It is just, it's that rare. And then only a certain number. It's not like every single queen conch sea snail shell is going to have a conch pearl. Only a very few of them do. And then of course, they're usually very small in size. They're usually about 10 to 15, 20 points. This is being one of the bigger stones that we've ever had. Certainly gives you value here. 212 on that carat weight of that big designer piece. And yet, no longer $13,000 because it's time for it to go. It's what the vault clearance embodies. It's what it's all about. So we're not leaving it here at $12,999. And again, it can melt. Or we can just give you a better value because I know how many collectors are out there who would love to own one of these stones. Here's how you do it. We're going to take it a lot lower than even $10,009, 8, 7, 6, or 5. And that right there at $49.99 should be a done deal. Instead, we get to go far lower than that. It is time to move it. It is as simple as we can make it. It's your last call on this one. Otherwise, yes, indeed, everything does get melted, including the platinum. It's not just the gold. It's the platinum as well. So we'll make this even better than $49 or $39.99. You got a big value. And let me try it on. How about anybody else like the wave of the band? To me, I think that the designer probably realized this is such a, between the Caribbean origins and the fact that it's found on the beaches there, why not have a little wave element to the band? And I think they were so smart to do that, just that subtle little curve. And it's not, this is not like, again, it's not going to be hard to wear or anything like that. Just a beautiful subtlety to the way the band just doesn't go straight across like most bands do. Instead, it's got that more subtle curvature to it. So really pretty the way that's done. And it's only going to be one only, and we're making it better than even $3,000. It's only $29.99, and that's, of course, $300 extra off. One of the largest. There's only been 2 larger conch pearls ever here, so that's really interesting as well. And then don't forget, we got big top of the hours coming up. About 39 minutes from now, we'll get you our next top of the hour. We got a great Tanzanite emerald cut. Also, in 8 minutes, we're going to bring out the opals, the Australian opals. Big sizes, great value. Hoping to get some requests in here as well. We got a lot of great pieces from the vault to show, and we don't need to just show you what's in front of me. We can bring out whatever it is you would like to see tonight, and hoping we can help you with that. But $26.99. There's even a really cool pink sapphire pendant / necklace, and then we have a color change sphene that's on discount. Oh, my moon earrings. I haven't seen these in years. Oh, we love these. They're crescent moons. They're big drop earrings. Yeah, the conch pearl's gone. Congratulations. Let me just go ahead and show these now, because this is something that we have not seen. I can't even believe there's one left. Take a look at this on the hand here. They're earrings, so I'm going to hold them up because they're big drops. It's 111. Guys, these are one of the first earrings we ever made. Truly. 1110346. That's one of our original item numbers of all time. Thank you on the conch pearl. I'm going to show you what these look like side by side. What a thrill. I know there's so many of you that love the crescent moon motif, this celestial design. There's a left and a right. So I was just looking at designer earrings that had a moon. Well, one was a moon, one was a star. They were asymmetrical, and they were just too much darn money. And I was so tempted, but they were too much money. And the ones I was looking at had about quarter carat diamonds. Let's change it up. This is a carat 44 in diamonds, in white gold. White gold is how they stay. They're all 14 karat, and that's a large diamond weight. There are also two different types of diamonds. It's baguettes and rounds. So you have the post at the top here. You'll have a post and butterfly backing, and then you can choose to wear them facing out or facing in, however you want to do it. You decide. Obviously, that's the beauty of the left and right design, is you can do however you like. But this is so gorgeous. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to try to set one down so you can see the details, because obviously these are not going to sit very well on their own, but you can see, and actually it is all rounds. I'm sorry, I said it was baguettes and rounds. It is all rounds. And look at how, well, again, let me pop one on the ear for you and give you the length, because that's not measured yet. So let me do that for you as well. So here again on the hand, let's get you the length, and then we'll try one on and show you that way. But this is going to be big time designer, one only, 14 karat white there, 1.5 inches top to bottom. And there's, again, one pair. That's all. That's it. Can't duplicate them, can't make them. And here's the bigger issue. At 1.25 inches, I could never, ever, 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 or were they 1.5 inches? 1.5 inches, you're right. I could never make these at this price. Not even back then. These were made almost a decade ago. That's how long we've been around. And these, look at it, it's one of the original item numbers that we ever had for you. I'm going to pop one on the ear here for just a moment, just to give you an idea, and keep in mind I don't have the backing, so they will just kind of hopefully hang out. And look at this, just to give you a little size reference here. Wow. And I love that big that kind of, I call it a centerpiece at the top there. That's how it begins. And then you see how lovely, obviously I just chose to have them facing out, but you can do whatever you like. And these are so incredible, the double crescent moon, and they are not going to be anywhere near even $1,999. This is so just completely off the charts value. So stunning. And you got that big diamond weight, almost 1.5 carats there. Let's take another look at them on the hand as well. I want to show you, obviously that close-up does not do them justice because they don't sit up on their own, but you see here. And let's make them even better than $19.99. They will fly. There is one pair. This is what we live for. This is what's so much fun about the vault clearance. Even if you watch every single day, every single show I do, you're seeing pieces you have not seen either ever or in a very long while. And that's exciting. How about better than 19, 18, 17, 16, 15? I keep on going. We blow them out right now for $1,499, and you still get $150 off that. So they'll be $1,349, and there's only the one pair in the white gold is how they stay. Another great piece that goes right out to you. $1,349 for 1 carat 44. Among the solid white gold, they are fabulous. And that is the major movement right now, all about these great celestial designs that you're getting. And there's yet another fabulous look, but that's a little bit larger than what we've done in the past in the crescent moon designs. I've had everything from little tiny studs to those beautiful, remember when we did the crescent moons with chain attached? They were that beautiful wraparound design, but here they are, the big and the bold. Okay, we also have those big yellow diamond hoops coming up. And the opal wheel, one item away from the opal drama. It's going to be huge Australian opals. Wait till you see them, and these are going to be hopefully gone in a hurry. Also, we had some questions about that really big purple pink Paraiba, almost a rubelite color. It's 8557, scratch that, 8567 rather. Look how bright and clean. It's my favorite of the bunch because it is the cleanest, and here's the trick with this one. It looks huge. I would say this even kind of gives the 5.5 carat I have here a run for its money, and the 5.5 carat is going to be way more money. This is a 346, but because of the elongated nature of the cushion cut, it ends up facing up much larger to the eye. You have the really big diamonds on the sides. They are 9 points each, so that's important as well. And we've still got the crescent moons if you'd like them. So let me know, hustle to the phone lines, we'll help you out. But look at this absolute stunner, how bright, how clean, I mean, everything about it. And then the setting of it. Listen, not everybody needs a massive setting for a ring. Sometimes you just want to show off the stone for its own beauty, its own characteristics, its own individuality. That's what's happening right here in this stone, and it's so elegant. Let me try it on for you. There's a brand new discount on this one. Cannot believe what we're doing on such a sizable purple Paraiba, and yet it's got a little pink glow, a little bit of that rubellite feel to it. Gonna send it out right now. Watch that. There's those elevators of light rocking through the neons of the stone. Absolutely fabulous. And there is only just this one. Please dial in early. It's not going to last. It's down below $69.99, of course. It's not going to stick around at that. We got to do a lot better. And I will. Do you see the purples and even like bright blues coming through? Dial in early. Total rarity. You're not going to find this anywhere else you shop, and I mean anywhere. It is with us, and we are private collection. Basically, we've rated the private collection, and now we're releasing the private collection, and now we're discounting the private collection, and we get you a better than $3,500 price tag, better than $3,000 or $29.99. It is time to make this somebody's collector's piece, the newest, the latest, and such a big wow factor to this stone. The opals are next. Yes, we're excited about the opals, but this is still going to go even lower than 29 or 28. Or 27. Come on in, guys. This one's not going to last. Not even $27.77. I'll blow it out for $2,699. There's only one. And that has a new markdown. So 10% off from there as well. So you get to save a bundle. On top of that, that's $24.29. One caller. And listen, we got all these one-of-a-kinds sailing out of here. It's not a sale. It's better. It's a clearance, an utter blowout on everything. We got our big opals coming your way. Still have the crescent moons, or are the crescent moons gone? Think the crescent moons might be verifying those beautiful designer earrings. Now we've got the opals coming up to play. They're huge opals. Get this. My smallest opal is going to be 2.5, but they go way up from there. They're just huge. Just huge. There's even a pear shape. Where do you see these? Australian crystals. Not the Ethiopian, Australian crystal opals. Coming up, the biggest and the grandest of them all. I'm still waiting, $24.29 on this 3.5 carat purple Paraiba with all the neon. And such good clarity. It's tough to get clarity in a 1/2 carat Paraiba. To get clarity in a 3.5, when you can see we're right up close. How beautiful is that? It's just rare. And the really important diamonds beside it. What'd you pick up? Wonderful. That beautiful kind of bypass style. Who got it? Sally, thank you. Enjoy that ring. Designer ring from earlier with the 206 in diamonds is gone. And still our crescent moons are here, by the way. Those drop earrings still here. And the purple Paraiba. Let's get to our opal wheel. It's the bottom of the hour. We are also halfway through the show. So just to remind you, get those requests in. We'll help you. We're going to start right here. Oh, my. This is what happens when you go to the Australian of the opals here. Best of the best of the best of the very best. Look at this. That's option one. There are going to be 3 because I feel like everyone's going to have their preference here. So we start with the very, very large in the oval. I might have to move that to the side, make way for this big time. Look at that pair. So there's still an element of translucency about them, but still with all the colors of the rainbow throughout. Here is the other. Ooh, look at that. So more of like a just confetti type color that you have, or I should say pattern. And you've got all 3 that are some of the most luxury of all of our opals in the entire inventory. And keep calling on the crescent moons or the purple Paraiba. We'll help you with those. Pieces are going after the fact, but we are already more than halfway through the show. So need you on the phone lines for anything from the first 90 minutes. But this, the wheel. This is everything. I'm going to walk you through the carat weights because they all look relatively similar, I would say. But the carat weights, as usual with opals, they'll throw you every time. Don't feel bad. If you can't predict the size of an opal by looking at it, you're not alone. Opals are very tricky in that way, but it's a good thing. They're deceiving in a good way, I always say, because they actually look a lot larger than what they weigh. So we have all platinum up here, so they will stay in the platinum settings. They're all the best of Australian crystal opals, but we have either it's going to be, well, the pear shape is the largest by far. That's the 6 carat 89. And if anything, it has a little more of a golden base color. And then we go over here. Wow, I don't know which one you prefer here out of the ovals. The ovals are fantastic. I don't know how you're going to decide. These are truly stunning. Stunning, 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 stunning. If you like the classic halo right here, this is the 4 carat. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I've got them right here. That's wrong. This is the 248 because they don't look any different. That's the 2 carat 48. And I know that because it's got the classic halo with all the round brilliance. If you want to go over here, that's the baguettes. That's the 499. So I know they don't look all that different. It's all in the depth. See how deep this stone is? Whereas this one, not so much. That's a little more shallow. See that? One's a little more domed, one's a little more shallow. So that's the difference. That's why that one's a 248 and why this one is a 4 carat 99. 93 points in diamonds on the left side. Over here, similar, 101. So big diamond weight no matter what. This one's anchored with a split shank. These are more classic on the oval, more classic halos, but what a discount we have for you. We're busy on the phone lines already. And listen, your favorite might be somebody else's. Chances are, if you've got your eye on 1 or 2, choose your favorite. But the key is being on the phone lines first, because obviously that's what's critical here. If you're second on the phone lines, you may very well miss out. Want you to be ready to go. These are stunning crystal opals. Every one of them, by the way, this is why they need a blowout. With the vault clearance, the whole idea and the theme of really so much of what we do is, me personally, I really like to have some of the rarest and most exotic, which also carry with them some of the highest end price tags to start, and then we take those and blow them out. So this is how you do it. They started at $79.99 and up. So it was $8,000 or more for any choice you have up there. Now the question is, and I can, obviously try them on and we can recap the carat weights, but you probably, all I need you to do now is to dial in and let your operator know what your favorite first choice is, because there's so much less than $79.99. And that's the whole point. This is the blowout. So this is where they don't go any lower. I can tell you this, we're going under what it cost us to make them. And all you need to do is tell us your ring size. That's it. What size do you prefer? What's your favorite ring size? That's it. That's all you got to tell us. And what we're going to do, and yes, we're going to bring out the big yellow diamond hoops coming up as well, but all you need to do now is just shop them fast. And you still have a money back guarantee as well. So you get it at home, because guess what? These are only going to look better when you get them in your home environment, when you see them away from the bright hot lights, and that's saying something. Because if you're seeing all this color, and this will help too, because yep, that's helping. There's a different perspective right then and there. And suddenly you're going, that's the same stone? Yeah, I just took that off the left side of your wheel. And look what it's doing now. Things that you could not see up close. That's one. Remember, that was that's the one with the baguette. So that's going to be the $4.99. This is the big pear shape. That's a huge one. That's nearly 7 carats. Look what that does. Look at all the colors side to side from the profile angles as well. Here's the other oval. This is the smaller stone, but that's only the carat weight. And that's got more that glittery or confetti type color to it. And that's going to be the 248. So if you like the 248, it's in the middle. Okay, $4.99 and the 6 carat 89. Those are the center stone sizes. But look at how dynamic and bright they are. This will not be $79. Come on in. We don't have any callers yet. Probably has everything to do with that $8,000 price tag. They're going significantly less than that. It's just your time to dial in. Let me know what your favorite is. Here we go. They're not going to be in, that's going to sit a little better if it's on that side. Look at that. Isn't that great? And we can always focus on one if you'd like, but let's just, again, the comparison is important here. And now we get to take them far lower. Is this one over there? And what we'll do is make it easy. You let me know which one you like. We'll help you own them. What do you think? What do you think? Let's take them even lower than even half that price at $4,000. When I tell you they're going to go, they're going to go. And they're bold. We know this. If that's a 7 carat in the middle, it really looks like a 14 carat. If there's a 5 carat, it looks like a 10 carat. Even the 2.5 carat, 248, it's going to look like a 5 carat stone at least, at minimum. So the fact is, and they're in solid platinum, and what that also tells us is that if the stones have that big a dimension to them, what does that mean? Well, it means there has to be that much more metal to hold them in place as a foundation. So you're getting a lot of platinum. Platinum's such a dense, heavy metal as it is, and then you put all that grandiose diamond weight, the opals. I mean, everything about it is fabulous. Take a look at them. We're going to make it better than 49, better than 39, better than are we really going under $3,000? I will do it. We're not even asking for $2,999. We're approaching last hour of the show. You need to get those requests in if you've got them and call us on previous items, but this will not be. Let's go even lower than $29.99. I am set on making sure all three of them get their forever loving home. That's the idea. This is the moment, and they will not be 29 or 28 or 27. Oh, I like a good 27.77 because that brings them way down to a very happy price. But if we can take them even lower on air, that will save you even more off air, meaning as you check out and say, that was mine. It's not going to be 27.77. This is one heck of a value, and all you can do is make them your own. Give us a call. Let me know which one you love. They're not going to be 27 or 26 or $25.99. This is a miracle of a price tag. And when you feel them, when you see them in person, what you're seeing makes the stones look downright dull compared to what they actually do in real life. And I think, I don't know if anybody would describe those as dull. They're bright and beautiful. They just get better. There's a reason there are top tier of opals here, and they're not even $25.99. We're blowing them out. This is your last chance, last call on any one of those three. They're $2,499, but there's $250 off. So you get them for $22.49 at checkout. Let's make sure they all go. That's it. That's all. $22.49. Which one do we like? The pair. Or do you like the left side oval or the right side oval? Either way, you cannot go wrong. But they are the last of the fabulous, best of the best crystal opals out of Australia. So it's a very, very high end. We're talking about the highest end source out there for opals in the world with the play of color phenomena we love, the amazing colors that I know they're the toughest. Any host will tell you. There's only a few of us that do this for a living. It's kind of like when I hung out with some friends over the weekend, well, my weekend, and my friends are all in the broadcasting business. But no matter what it is, they're either news reporters, and there's a lot of those. But I was hanging out with my friends. They do play-by-play for professional sports. And so, and we were talking, there's 30 people. There's 30 people in the world that do it. 30 people that do play-by-play for professional basketball. There's 30 people. It's very similar. When you talk to, there aren't a lot of people that sell fine jewelry on TV anymore. There's very few of us. So you can ask any one of us. I guarantee everyone's gone to the same response. What's the most difficult stone to sell? It's opal, because we do everything we can with great settings and lights and getting up close and zoomed in, but they never can show all their beauty on TV. It's just not the proper lighting for them. And that, a lot of times you look at an opal with absolutely no color and you're listening to the host say, oh, trust me, it's good. This is when they look like that, and you're probably thinking, well, they can't get any better. How could they look any better? And they do. That's the whole point. Nothing's changed with the lighting environment. It's still the toughest environment to show off the true beauty and colors. So the fact they look that good, and they're only going to be that much more. You saw it even just shifting it from the close-up to the hand. How much brighter each and every stone became. All right, $24.99. They're here if you want them. Let's move on. I got the big yellow diamond hoops that are one only. So just over the weekend, when I last saw you on Saturday and Sunday, we had some new designer pieces. And we had earrings like this, pretty similar. They were gone before I even priced them. And there were, I think at the time, there were 7 of you that asked, like at that moment, that wanted to get them, that couldn't. Well, look at this. We are now going to bring you, and look at this. Oh my, I don't think they're going to sit up this way. Yeah, they're going to fall forward. So I'll just leave them on their side for the moment. But this is one of those standout, brand new designer yellow diamonds. And I'll tell you what separates this from the last style. The last style I had smaller individual yellow diamonds. They were big, but there were 5 per. So that's the difference here. Here, we've broken it down here. We've got 112-9868. That is your number. Call me on the opals, by the way, because they should not stay here. But here's what we're going to do on something really pretty wild. It's about as crazy as it gets on brand new yellow diamonds, because we have a carat 68 just in your cushion cuts, and there are only 6 of them. Those are each big enough to be what would be a great center stone in a ring. Instead, we have put 6 of them together, 3 on each earring. Then you get another 65 points, still yellows, but as your halos. So that's going to be a grand total of 2 1/3, so 2.33 carats. And then you've got the cushion cuts, which if you take 168 and break that down, they're right around 30 points a piece. So that's a big deal, literally big deal. And we've got the click enclosure. the hinge style, the beautiful yellows. I think about all the great yellow diamond fabulous rings I've had over the years here. But there's not been many earrings like it. And that just means that there's probably a customer base that's bigger than the amount of earrings I have. Simple as that, simple math. I got one pair of earrings, probably more than one customer who's been hoping and waiting and looking for something like this. A yellow diamond hoop that's not the little, I've had yellow diamond hoops, they were like 1-pointers. There were 5. 5 stones, 1-pointers, very light diamond weight. I think there were 14 points total. So, you know, it was pretty simple, straightforward, basic. This is a whole different level, And 233. Remember each center stone, just that. They could be center stones and rings. Instead, they're stacked and lined up through the middle of your hoop. Let's take a look. And again, the similar pair I had over the weekend, gone in a hurry. So I can't have you wait and sit back and say, I'll just wait. You got to call in. So again, all of that together is going to be for one pair, one caller. That's it. Let me show them to you from a distance away. There you go. And this is what it's all about. Wait till you see them on the hand, because these are a little larger than what I had over the weekend as well as far as length. I'll show you that now. 3/4 of an inch, maybe slightly more. They open up with a tug. Straight post, clicking closure. Click, locked, closed. That's it. I'm going to try one on. And I'm very excited about it because this is a luxury very few ever get to experience. And they're all natural yellows, meaning, nope, not just natural diamonds. Natural color, natural from the earth. Oh, and here we go. This is the shot you need to see because this is what tells you all about the earring. How sizable they are, how beautiful they are, how they're going to wrap around so the diamonds continue to really, again, they're not just in the front, they're really going to wrap around the perspective of the base of the earring. And with that kind of diamond weight among those 6 center stones, they are just gorgeous. I cannot say enough good things for this earring. And yet, they're slated to go out at $13,999. Let's try something different to make them more affordable than that. Back to the wheel we'll go. Want you to be able to pick them up, one pair only, and let's skip the $13,999 and go a lot lower for you. And there they are. They are looking so good, and you got that full money back, whole thing. So try them out, see the gorgeous saturation in person. But they're not even going to be $10,000. I got to move them. And you got a yellow diamond ring? I know a lot of you do. Who was I talking to the other day? She had 28 yellow diamond pieces from me, all rings. Different, from bands to center stones to ovals to pear shades to all of it. This would be perfect because with all the rings, no matter if your yellow diamonds are smaller or larger, if they're from us, they're really good saturation. So this would be the earring that's going to go perfectly with it. And they're not even 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000. I mean, this is crazy good. 2 3/4 carats, yellow diamonds with the bigger stones down the middle. So important of an earring. And let's take them even lower than 6 or 5. Make them better than even $49.99. That's already too low. And these are brand new right now. Designer style, brand new, and all natural yellows. And they're not even $4,500 or $44. And there's going to be another extra savings that is substantial. And it's not $44 or $43. Let's truly blow them out, make them $4,299, and they'll be yours. And that means, I love that because that's well under $4,000 after the discount. $38.69 and a dime. So $38.69 and they're yours. That's a value. Yes. I can. I don't know if we have any left, but I'm hoping we do. We started the show with a pink diamond necklace. It was a pink diamonds by the yard. And we'll show it again for you. Here it is one more time. And that was 111-4606. And we'll show it again here on the hand perspective. It's 9 stones. Take a look at this. There they are. They're 9 stones. They go 3/4 of the way around, or maybe a tad bit more than that around the neckline. And they're pink diamonds by the yard. Each and every one bezel set in rose gold. The chain is all white gold. There's adjustability, 16, 17, 18, lobster claw clasp. And that necklace is $888. And we do have one left. Okay, good. So, because I would hate to show something that's not available. unless it's somebody already got one. So there they are. That'll be $7.99, or that's it. We've got one left. So that's going to be it on the pink diamonds by the yard, the PDBTY. Yes. And we've had the yellow and the white. Yeah. Of course. The chain, let's go close up. This is what the chain looks like. So the chain is white gold and the bezels are rose gold, as I mentioned. The chain is pretty much our standard necklace chain, which is not standard by anybody else's expectation. What we do is you can see a diamond cutting Rolo link. So it's like an oval Rolo, meaning they are linked together, same type of shape and size, and then they're linked together, and then they're diamond cut as well. So you get that beautiful, you see it right there, that shimmer off the surface of the link. So you're not just relying on the diamonds to give you sparkle, and it is like what you would buy out there for like a classic chain, but you would spend $800-900 for a chain by itself. Yeah. It is. It's exactly what I just said, because that's what it's called. Yeah. I don't make this stuff up, Jason. Like that's a standard type of link to a chain. When it's just not there's big Rolos, and I'm not talking about the candy. I was just introduced to Rolos a couple of months ago, believe it or not. I never had a Rolo. They're the candies. And so I was introduced to them. The trick is, if you're doing s'mores, you put the Rolo inside the marshmallow and then let it kind of melt if you're doing any, campfire s'mores this holiday season. But, everyone's probably thinking, you're crazy. Am I going outside to do s'mores? Well, some locations you can do that, like out here. But this is where it's a Rolo link. So what that indicates is really there are round Rolos, there are oval Rolos, there are big Rolos, there are small. It just means, like I just said, the two links are basically the same and they're actually linked together. So it is, think of it like a fine gauge Rolo. It's really our standard link chain that we do with most of our necklaces here. So yeah, pretty traditional to what we see here. Let's go back to the earrings and take a look at what is $42.99 on the yellow diamond earrings. All yellows all the way through. Did that answer their questions, Jason? I hope so. Are they getting the last one on the pink diamonds by the yard? I hope so. It's a great value at $7.99. It's a great value at $3,000, but we brought it way lower than that. All right, we'll move on to one more pair of hoops, in this time white diamonds. Yellow gold, white diamonds, easy to wear hoop, about the same size. Not the same diamond weight, but the same size or so. So you can see, and this is actually a reversible, so let me show you. One angle with the diamonds up front, the next with the mirror finished gold up front, so you can actually wear them both ways, okay? So it's not an asymmetrical style, but you can wear it with the diamonds up front of the gold. It's totally up to you, and I like that they did that same design. Or you can do what's hot right now and wear one on one side in diamonds and one on one side in gold and have the asymmetry, because asymmetrical earrings are the hottest thing going. Here's 112785 but if you're not crazy like that, you can just put them on the standard way. Just want to show you though, most earrings are not finished beautifully enough in the back to say that they're reversible. Otherwise, essentially most earrings with a post are reversible if you put them on backwards. But then you're looking at something that was never intended to be looked at by human beings, right? It's supposed to be in the back, tucked away, no one cares. This is done right so that you've got the diamonds up front if you want to show off your pave one day, but then it's so beautifully done on the other side so you can still see mirror finished gold and see that same design carried through the link. Does that make sense, how it kind of that pyramid style where it goes wider and narrow, wider, narrow? It's 34 points in diamonds. They're only yellow gold and they are 3/4 of an inch. So same kind of size we saw, just not as much diamond weight. And here's the front of the other one, so you can see they are a match. And they've got a click enclosure, really simple straight post here, hinged at the bottom, the whole thing, and yet yellow gold only. We'll get them right out to you. And these are also going to be, well, they're a huge value. Here's what they look like, just to prove the point of how lengthy they are. There's your hoop. That's what it looks like, 3/4 of an inch. They'll just open up just like so. So that's pretty simple and easy. And then you literally click, and that's it. So they're done. They are locked. They are ready to wear. And then I'll try one on as we go back up close to take a look at the close-up first. And then I'll pop one on the ear for you as well. But they're actually $24.99. Should be going a lot lower than that. And it's a wonderful earring for everyday wear, but still a little different design. Doesn't look like the basic design you see all the time either, because we always see diamond hoops with a little pave. This is a little different. They've got so much more of that style that you see. Gives them a little bit of natural just texture. I just like that they cover the piercings that have seen better days. Or maybe you have a perfectly flawless brand new piercing and you still don't want to look at it. It's the point of putting an earring is to not look at a piercing. It's just to look at piercings are just the way that we show off beautiful jewelry. And so you see that here straight on. And yet, is that going to be complicated to wear? Is it too much? Is it not going to work when you're wearing sweats or loungewear or casual clothes or PJs on Christmas morning? That works. Would it still work with a beautiful suit or anything at all? Gown, cocktail dress? It works always. So that's the love of an earring right there. Take a look at them close up. They are under $1,000. They are not $9.99. Let's bring this show into, come on, we're going into the last hour here. We're going to get very, very busy in this evening's show. So last hour is what it comes down to. You got one last chance to purchase everything we've had tonight. And not even you know what, guys, skip $8.99. Let's go $8.88. That way they're $7.99 at checkout and they're done. And with last hour approaching, we're going to need some requests. Got 3 more items to show you until I've shown you everything for the Wednesday. So that's where, again, your requests are really going to be important. Now, I know we saw the Paraiba bracelet go very quickly. I have a ring. One beautiful pot. Here's the problem. I've shown you the 30-pointer over the weekend. I showed you the 40 pointers prior to that. And they were all more money than my bigger stone tonight with the big wave of diamonds. That's coming up at our top of the hour, 5 minutes away. There's also a really cool morganite. But it's pricey. But I can change that. Look at that. That is pink perfection in a morganite. Also have 2 more purple Paraibas. We flashed them earlier. What else can we show you? That is up to you. I need your calls. You tell us. Again, this is what you want to see. You're treating yourself, and you deserve that. You should be. This is the time to do it. Let me show you this pendant. This is one of the biggest 18-karat gold weights of anything I have in the entire inventory. Yet, that would mean usually a really, really, really high price tag. Oh, well, I got to take this chain off because this is the wonkiest thing ever. They put the chain in the wrong place. So let me redo this, then we'll show it to you. So I have a pink sapphire and diamond piece here, and it's fabulous. And pink sapphires, when we saw pink sapphire earlier, gone in a hurry. Susan, I would need more details on what 3-row diamond band. I've probably had 100 3-row diamond bands in my history here. If you have any more specifics, like maybe a price point or a carat weight, I can go check for you. But there have been so many 3-row diamond bands, I'm not sure. The one that comes to my mind first that you're probably thinking of is the 2-carat. The 2-carat even, that would be my best guess, but let me know if you have any details or a picture. Let's take a look at this. This is a pink sapphire, super bold, with chain included pendant. It's item number 112, 4859. And this is all solid, swirling, wrapping, multi-textured, 18-karat solid gold. It's a 57-point carat weight of your multi-colors. We'll call it multi, even though it's all pinks, but they're ombre. And so you've got princess cut pinks that wrap through it, 21 points in diamonds as well. And we're going to show it to you up close. That's just the perspective from a distance because I wanted you to see the size that it gives. But let's take it up close for you because that's super important here. To see the stones, to see the design. I'm going to throw in the adjustable chain with it, which is an 18-inch length chain at max, and there it is. Look at that gorgeous 18K. When you satin finish or sandblast it, whatever you want to call it, it looks glittery. So you get actually a really cool texture. Plus, you can see how it goes from the light pinks to the dark pinks, all the way to the hot pinks there as well. Isn't that good? So then you have the diamonds nestled underneath. Joanne, she is looking for the 2-carat 3-row band. Can we see if we have it by any chance? It's a 2-carat 3-row diamond band. It's pretty classic, pretty well known. So this is 57 points and 21 points in diamonds, okay? All 18 karat. You can also, I'm going to throw in, by the way, your carat weights are all inscribed and the designer's signature is inscribed on the back. It's 18 karat yellow gold is going to come with that 18 karat gold chain that is fully adjustable so you can cinch it in from 18 all the way down to whatever length you like. And here it is, a great value. Yellow gold's how it stays. The length is 1.5 inches. I'm going to take it onto the hand again. Then we'll show it on the neckline for you. And Susan, we're checking as we speak to see if we have that 2-carat 3-row. But here we go with this gorgeous designer, one only. Here's the adjustability. It's as simple as sliding this bead. That's all you got to do to make it shorter. Let's take it to the neckline as well, just to show you the size perspective from another direction. And this will be easy, affordable, all the things it should not be. Take a look at it again up close. We'll take it from $49.99 $12.99. And you know the designers? I know we all know the designers that do the princess cuts with the sapphires in the ombre formation. This is really expensive everywhere outside of here. We're going to make it $1,900. You know, skip 19. Skip it, we'll go lower. Not 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. I got to sell some jewelry. Let's make it happen. Let's not even do 14 or 13. I'll blow it out for $12.99. You even get the chain with it. And that's also an 18 karat gold chain, because guess what? If it wasn't 18 karat gold, it would match. It wouldn't have the same color of the gold of the pendant. So we had to do the 18 karat. Thank you. We do have it. The 3-row 2 karat band. It's your lucky day, Susan. We've got it. And is this all we have in stock, Andy, just so I know, or is there anything else? That's it? So it's going to be one white, one yellow that can go out right away. All right. So we'll do the 2 karat band coming up next. Oh, and it's perfect timing with the top of the hour. So $12.99 turns into $11.69. What a beautiful piece. Great designer style. We got, guys, if you want the 3-row 2 karat band, if you already know the ring, it's pretty well known. If you already know it and you think you might want it at a discount, you want to call now, because we have one of each that can ship out right away. So that's going to be crucial, okay? We have a white and a yellow, and you probably have a preference. So this will be $11.69. Let's bring it out. Here's the yellow, which you would never know is yellow unless you see the back of the ring. And here's the white gold. Because when you get really good diamonds, and they're white and bright, and these are 2 different sizes, which is why they look different, but they are not different except for the gold color. And what we're going to do is, for most of you, this might be a little bit of wait time if you are not in a hurry. But I'm going to wait 20 more seconds till our official top of the hour. Let me zoom in on 111. Oh, good. 324. So this is 1110324. If you think this band is going to last, well, it's been a bestseller because it's also pavé. But usually, I don't know about you, but when I hear pavé, as someone who's in the jewelry biz, and by the way, welcome to the show, everybody. Happy top of the hour. It's our last hour of our Wednesday night. Whew, we got a big show here. We are still taking requests. We are still clearing out our vaults. We've got just a handful or 2 of shows left in the calendar year of 2025. So again, we are blowing out inventory. We are taking all the pieces that have been here, in this case, for literally nearly a decade. This is the time to make it happen. Get you your values, send them right out if we can. In this case, we only got the 2. I got a white and a yellow, and that's it. Then we'll make them. But if we're making it, it's not going to be ready in time because we're a week away from Christmas. So it's not going to be to you by Christmas time, but it'll be there shortly after. You'll probably have it by New Year's, and great news there. So you're still wearing your sparkly diamond ring all the way through the new year and forever. Amen. It's going to be so exciting to get this band, because this is where we do the big individual diamonds pavé. They're not small. They're big. And that's what gives it this continuous and seamless look across the hand, side to side. But it's 2 full carats exactly. They're, even if you choose the yellow gold, they're still set in a prongage of white rhodium, so it just shows how white and bright the diamonds are. And we are thrilled. Susan, thank you for the request. Otherwise, it would not have been here. And this is why I say get those requests in. We got 59 minutes to shop. We can still get certain items out to you in time for Christmas because, well, if it doesn't need a gold color change, it can go out right away as long as it's not complex sizing. Your operators will be able to answer all those questions because I don't know what size you need. But I do know this. Here's my yellow. Here's my white gold. Here's what it looks like on the hand. And this could be, honestly, beautiful on any finger. I mean, let me do this. I've got one here that looks like I could put this on the pinky, and I could put this on the index. And we can go to the outside fingers of the hand here, and I don't know about you, but I think it works either way. We could wear that as a great band on the index, and keep in mind, these are completely flush settings. So pavé is really low profile. So besides the depth of the gold that you need to set the stones, you really have a pretty smooth, low profile setting. So easy to wear, put your gloves on still. It's wintertime almost, so you know, putting the gloves on, still wearing it all the time, every day. Wedding band, could be even a gent style. To be honest, I mean, it's wide enough, it could be good for the guys as well, who like a larger scale band. It is gonna be so affordable though. And we need your calls because whatever it is you can imagine or think of, here's where we go. The yellow gold or the white gold can go out right away. This is obviously a band that if you took all the diamonds out, literally if I was just producing to you like a 14 karat gold band of this size, and I can even get to the millimeter size if it helps. It's probably about 10 millimeters or so, but I'll measure it for you. If you're just doing a band of that size, simply just in gold, simply all by itself, solid 14K like this is with diamonds on top, let's just think it's a band with gold being $4,400 or so an ounce. That means that band is going to be really, I'm not kidding, over $10,000. Gold is a luxury that, let's face it, not everybody's going to own going forward for the rest of time. I doubt there's going to be a crash in sight that sees what we saw in the 80s, 90s, and early aughts. So we're looking at kind of the new world of gold pricing. I think the gold is going to be, as a result, almost disappearing from the marketplace. We're still proud to bring it because, well, we can bring you a better value than anybody else can. And that's a big reason why. But of course, when you're talking about what will continue to be the ultimate luxury in metals and in jewelry, this is it. And we have the two. So let me know which one you like, white or yellow, but it's not going to be, and this was made a long, long time ago. Today, when you got over $10,000 in gold, plus you're adding 2 carats in VS diamonds, which is a good $50,000 in diamonds, you've got a piece that should be $60,000, and in retail it would be. Thank goodness you're not walking the retail stores. You're at home, feet up, hanging out, late on a Wednesday. Take a look. We've got better than even our $4,999 price tag. You get it for much less. It's going to be really tough to make this any better value than it is right now. And heaven forbid we make this in 2026 when gold's $6,000 an ounce. I don't know what it would be. But I'll tell you this, nobody wants to spend more than they have to. It's not about what you have or what your budget is. I don't care. It's a principle. You don't want to spend more than you have to. Well, the lowest price is happening right now. So if you shop it any other day but today, right now, it's going to be a much higher price tag. And not like $100 more or $1,000 more. Some people just say, oh, it's okay, I'll pay more. No, it's going to be thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. Don't do that. We're going to bring it out. And again, we got the Paraiba still to come as well. But this is going to be better than $49, $39, $29. This is the day to get it. It's also probably the last time we make it because I'm not going to bring that at $25,000. My TVON shoppers and anyone who's been watching me for any bit of the last 25 years are going to look at me and say, are you crazy? But that's a crazy good value. But seriously, if we see what we're expecting to see in the new year, $25,000 for a ring like that with your TVON value. I say skip all that, pay less, get it now. Start enjoying it. I always think that that's worth more, just the fact that I'm going to wear it for a longer period of time. I'm going to start wearing it now and start enjoying it now. That's incentive to pay more. You don't need to. You're paying less tonight. It's not even $29.99. We got the 2 here, and then they're going to be made, okay? So this is the time to take advantage of it. But we're going to do it right now for $1,999 only with an extra $200. Go ahead, Jason. You have a question? Oh, good. That's a full necklace, by the way. So congratulations on the pink sapphire designer necklace. And white or yellow gold here. And anywhere on the hand, and quite frankly, men's or ladies, for my men who like a little bit of extra bling, it could work for the gentleman as well. $17.99 for 2 carats? For 2 carats. It's for 2 carats. Nobody's selling diamonds for $1,000 a carat. Those are commercial grade diamonds. We're doing VS diamonds for, $17.99, yes. The yellow gold ring size right now is, I will check it out. It is a size 5, 4.5, no 5, 4 3/4. 4 3/4. Let me get it right where it needs to be. So that one's going to be a beautiful style. And again, I just showed you, there's different ways to wear it. You can put it anywhere you want to, ring finger all the way to index. I just wanted to show you that the versatility of this ring is anywhere. And when you can do the same ring on a pinky and an index, that doesn't happen very often. And I think this one works well for that. So keep that in mind. And $17.99 gets it to you. Nobody's doing diamonds for that price. Under $1,000 a carat, and it's well under $1,000 a carat. It's under $1,000 just in the price it is on the screen. You're getting $200 off, and it's in a lot. Oh, I was going to measure it. Let me get you the millimeter size here very quickly as well. See if I can find my millimeter gauge, and then let me try this one on again because this one, look at this on the ring finger here. This is what it looks like if you were to wear it as, like, you know, just again your favorite place to wear it. Maybe it's your new wedding band. Maybe that's what you want to wear because it's still a lot, you know, a lot of sparkle and a lot of beauty, but it's also easy to wear. But this is the millimeter size dimension. So what I'm doing is measuring the width in millimeter size of the ring, and it is almost 8 millimeters. Good size band. So that'll be $17.99. Sounds like our yellow gold may be gone. and then the white gold remains. All right, we'll keep on moving. So, Jason, who was that was shopping the pink sapphire necklace? Teresa. Is it Teresa? Yeah, Teresa, thank you. All right, Joanne, did you get the yellow? Oh, gotcha. Okay, so they're not going to take the sample piece. They're going to wait because they're going to have it remade in their size. You got it. So, and who was that? Wonderful, our requester. Sounds good. So let's get to the Paraiba. Thanks, Susan. I'm glad we had it for you. Let's get to this one. So both of those are still available because she's going to have that remade. But let's take a look at this. It's officially, well, I know we had to get that request in. So now we get to talk about top of the hour. And it is a beauty. This is my Paraiba. Now, I have shown you some really good Paraiba deals during recent days of this event. But 9094 is going to be on another level because I have had the 30-pointer. That was recently. Before that, I had a couple selections that were all in the 40-point range. We're going to come in because we had 2 rings just up. We're going to come in a little closer and take a look at one of our larger without going oversized because, you know, when they get up to a carat or a carat and a half, they're suddenly $20,000 and $30,000. Yes. And those of you that watch the show all the time, you already know. You probably know the specific pieces I'm talking about. You know the item numbers, you know the carat weights, you know the mounting. But this is one that gives you a bigger size without being in that $10,000 to $20,000 to $30,000 range because I'm not sure everybody's looking for that price range. Here's a great stone though, still at a big size. This is one of the rarest stones in the world, so a 2/3 of a carat stone is not a bad size at all. And it's our 62 point in the oval, then it's got the 74 points. I think it's one of those cool mountings we do that literally takes a classic and then gives it a twist. Literally, a little twist. Because here it is with that wave of that band. So it gets more narrow through the midpoint, which actually plays a nice little trick of the eye with the center because it actually allows the center to look that much larger. And the center still has its halo and really, really fantastic. Then you get that really special look. And you can see that the stones are actually, it's the stones that are graduating. So it starts a little bit smaller through the middle and then they just, look at that, the rows, perfectly aligned, but they just get bigger and bigger in the round brilliance, and then you've got this great look. Now that is also a perfectly signature color of the blue and green together. It also has the clarity that is oh so hard to find in Paraiba or any tourmaline for that matter, but this is bringing you the clarity, and it is going to be absolutely awesome. So this is the big question though. This one's still supposed to be $89.99 on discount. Do you remember, or were you with me a couple of days ago, when we did have the 30-pointer? That was only a couple of days ago, and we had the 30-pointer. What was it? $3,500 for a 30-pointer. And this is where, it's a stone where every point counts. Oh, big time. Every point's going to count. So going from a 30 to a 40 to a 50, a 50 to a 62, you've made a lot of leaps there. They're not little baby steps. Those are leaps and bound steps when you're talking about Paraiba, one of the rarest stones in the world, and of course, neon. And the lower light you're in, the more dynamic your stone is. The brighter it glows, the brighter it shows up, and guess what we're doing? $89.99, that's the sale price tonight. We would take $900 off, sounds pretty good. $8,100 for that Paraiba. I'm gonna switch the game a little bit. We're going to do an auction for our top of the hour. And remember, we are in last hour, so if you have any requests at all, let me know what those are. Take a look at this, though. This is going to go, and in a hurry. And I thought we would take the bigger stone here, and giving you the options of white or yellow or rose, as we will, so that you're going to get your option of gold color, you're going to get your size choice as well. But this is the beauty of it. Instead of, what do I do my 40-pointers for? They were also what? Were they $29.99? Here's what I'm going to do right now. This will not be $89.99. Auction time. Otherwise, I got to leave it there and give you $900 off. And that sounds great. But $8,100 might still put it out of the price range of some. So what I'm thinking is we take a liberty here. We do an auction when they're not allowed. Not during this event. Vault clearance, auctions, 10% off still. Yeah, it says everything. So I still got to give you the 10% off on the auction wins as well. But this will not be $8,100 because I need it to move. We need that one to go. So how about this for a new ultimate value? We're going to take it on down right now. And this is, again, perfect kind of piece to give you a little twist on a classic. Watch it on the hand here because it's still going to give you that real kind of traditional feel. It still feels very traditional here. You've got your, look at that, the blue-green. How stunning is that? Very pretty. And that nice little, it's like a ribbon. it's a ribbon. I don't know, clearly when I think of like a turquoisey, lighter aqua blue green, I think of a little white ribbon, a little white bow to top it off. So here it is. There's the ring. And ladies, gentlemen, anybody, here's what I'm going to do. We're not starting at 8,000. We're already, oh no, we're not going to start at 8 or 7 or 6 or 5. I would be doing a disservice to the ring if I start any less than $5,000 because that's a 62 pointer. And it's got a whole lot of diamond weight happening around it. 74 points in diamonds. It's a lot more than just your basic halo or your basic, you know, we've seen a lot of halos with just a band. This is a totally different deal with that wider style, that beautiful kind of S ribbon curve. It's not even $5,000. Let's go $4,000 to start. When we've seen that price essentially for some of the smaller stones, and now we're bringing the larger stone to that level so you can really, really, really save. And how about this? You know what? On this Wednesday, which is our Monday, I'm going to make it a little different here. Skip 4,000. I need callers and a lot of you. Let's give everybody the opportunity to own the best Paraiba out there. Let's give you all a really, truly unique moment here, because that's what this is. There are very few Paraibas left. Most of them at this point are the 1 carats, the 2 carats that are so many thousands of dollars. I'm talking tens of thousands, 5-figure price points. We're going to go even lower than $3,500. I want everybody in. Everybody should get the chance at a Paraiba like this. And you're changing the gold color if you like. We're getting you your size for free and getting it to your doorstep for free. Not easy to do, not affordable, especially today. We're going to do something wild. Not 35, not 34. Well, this is now getting down close to the price of my 30-point stones that I sold out of recently. What if we do 33 or 32? Or maybe 31, and this is still prior to 10% off. So you gotta dial up, you gotta pick up the phone and dial in to be a part of the auction. Then we go from there. Here's your chance right now. I'll go $3,000 to get it started, and that's where we go. $10 increments, of course, and then we're gonna make it really simple and easy and see it out the door, and whoever is going to ultimately win this piece, they are in for one of the best values that we have ever seen. And 3,000 gets it going. Let's get that started. And we got about 60 seconds to do so. By the way, if anyone wants that trapeche pendant, I've got the rare here. Trapeche emerald pendant, pink and white diamond drop earrings. They're huge. I've got a gigantic pink zircon, a 28, almost 29 karat kunzite, bi-colored tourmaline. I mean, the list goes on and on and on because I'm getting into another show's inventory here. So all you can do is say the word if any of that sounds good. Tell us what you'd like to see out of the vaults. We'll recap a couple things from earlier as well before we go. But 3,000, not an open yet. Unbelievable. One of the rarest stones in the world. And it's not like amethyst. I can get you a 60-point amethyst for $1.50. I can't get you a 62-point Paraiba. You're saying for what, $1.50? No, I can't get you a 62-point Paraiba outside of the one that is sitting here. This isn't even about price. This is about a total and utter lack of availability. That's the thing. The world, I'm not talking about here, I'm talking about worldwide. Wholesale, retail. I know every dealer in the business. And you know what's more? I know the Paraiba family. The family that brought them to the U.S. many, many, many years ago for the first time, that brought them to the Tucson trade show and brought them to the JCK show. You can't even buy them from the actual traders, the wholesalers, the actual dealers. They're holding on to it. They don't have a lot left, but they're holding on to what little they have. So this is something that's not even available. You know, you probably called a store or two. You probably flipped up and down the TV dial and looked at great jewelry before, but you don't see blue-green Paraibas. You don't see clean examples and beautiful, bright material. This is it. Take a look. We got 3,000? No. Okay. We move on. We show you something else. I got some pink diamond drop earrings that are incredible. They're pretty large. I mean, they're really exquisite. This is about as high-end as an earring gets. And I'm going to show you something here because we're going to start with them on the hand. They've got a great finishing. And I don't even recall ever showing these to you. So I feel like we're seeing something that I know is going to go way back. This is likely been here longer than I have because I've never seen them. I've never shown them. And that's because, well, I've only been here, let's see, 9 years and a month. 9 years and 6 weeks. There are a few pieces that were here before I was. There aren't many, but there's a few. 1110-178 would be one of those pieces. You're seeing them now. So I would say this is kind of attention value shoppers. This is going to be that big value. I've got a great finishing on the inside here. There's a great detail on the back. It's, yeah, 1110-178, and this probably won't be in our system because I don't think they've ever been seen. Who would have possibly shown these? I mean, they're really stunning. Look at that. So there's the match, and you can see there's also a left and right design. For whatever reason, I kind of like the idea of having the pink diamonds on the outside like you see here. So whatever you'd like to do. They've actually got the backings just because I want to show you they're actually rose gold backings because you do have an element of white and rose here in the earring. When we take down a piece that were made about a decade ago, that's a long time ago. 67 points in the pink, 73 in the white, and yeah, carat 40 overall in what are dramatic drops. They're not huge. They're 1.5 inches, and I'll show that to you now. And then I'll try one on, and then you got to see them up close. Actually, I would say, I'm going to correct that. They're actually longer than 1.5 inches. They're actually close to 1.75 inches there, and you got to call me. Let me show them up close here. I got to hold one up here for you because they're not going to sit by themselves, but I need you to see the double row of each. Pink diamonds, the white diamonds. I'll zoom back a little bit here as well. I'm about ready to try one on for you too because I want you to see how gorgeous they are on. Forgive that they're sitting a little awkwardly, but I got to do a couple things here like zoom back, then try one on. And here we go. First caller. I know they're going to be gone. Obviously, they're not going to stay here. You can't make them for this price. We can't even make them at all because we have no more pink diamonds. So we don't have any loose pink diamonds. Everything we have in pink diamonds is set. Now, I think about those also, those of you that picked up the pink diamonds by the yard earlier tonight. Great match. Great match. So let's get them out of here. This is so good. And I just hope you're dialing in. That's not too dramatic. They're not hitting the collar, the shoulder. It's 1 inch and 5/8. So it's really simple, straightforward, but still dramatic and beautiful. And obviously the movement that make them so feminine. We are going to take these down in price. And I'm a little concerned here with 40 minutes left. We simply have to move some jewelry. And I don't know if $14,999 is going to do it. Just for the record, that's where they were before I got here. And I've been here a long time. Been here, I think 9 years is a long time to be in one position and one job. And yeah, I think it's a long time, fairly long, So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the piece that's been here longer than I have, and we're going to reduce it below the 15 because 15,000 goes just going to make them sit here. And listen, I'd love to borrow them for my holiday party, but they don't let me do that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get them out to you, and you have them in a couple of days. They can go out tomorrow. And let me know if you like them. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show them up close again because there's only so long I can squat down like that, especially after my leg day that I had today. Here's what we've got. Here's what we got. I'm going to show you the back as well. I just want to hold them up so you can see the details and the wraparound design and how there's the backing. Look at that. They're so gorgeous because, when you have a longer earring, people do see them from the back, especially if you have, hair up, short hair. You're going to see that and to have that rose and white gold combination. Jason, are you thinking about them? What do you want to pay for them? I mean, not you, but your shopper there. Do they have an idea? I mean, I'm thinking this is going to be one of the biggest discounts I've ever done. And I'll show you the other one. Let me take that off real quick and show you the other one just so you can, see they match perfectly. We're going to go a heck of a lot lower than 10 grand. And if you ever thought you wanted pink diamonds ever, and usually a pink diamond in an earring doesn't exist, I'm going to make this the value of a lifetime. They are not going to be $9,000. I'm not even doing $5,000 would save you 10 grand. Let's not do that. When I tell you they're going to go, there are certain things just from doing this every day for 25 years, a value. Even on a quieter Wednesday night a week before Christmas, that this is not a matter of will they go, won't they go. I'm making these so incredibly dirt cheap, they're going to go. And there's going to be about a trail of 10 or 12 of you that go, why didn't I get them? Because you didn't call fast enough. There's a pair, and they're not going to be $49 or $39, or by goodness, they're not even $29.99. And that would sell them right now, especially with $300 extra off. But if you can dial quickly, I'll give you a better value than even $29.99. And they will go. This is not a question. Some pieces it's like, they could go, they could stay. These are not going to stay. They're going to go. Operators, do you want them? Let me know if you do. I got one pair. Let's blow them out. They're not $29.99. Nope, I'm going lower. Best value already. Right now, just say sold. And I'll still get you a better price because I told you I would. And they're not 28 or 27 or 26. Just say sold if you want them. You're going lower. And you'll take your 10% off, and they're not going to be 26 or 25. This is what happens when a piece has been here longer than I have, and I discount it from the OG price because that price of $15,000 is where they were a decade ago. You're not even spending $25.99. Let's truly blow them out. Make them $2,499. Then you get an extra 10%. That's $250 extra off. They're $22.49 at checkout, and they will be gone. There's just no two ways about it. 2 earrings, gorgeous drops, pink and white gold, pink and white diamonds. Those pinks are all natural. They still are. And you've got $22.49 as your mega value. That's a mega value. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be sitting right now somewhere outside of the studio where I could call in and dial up 626-626-8700 and buy those and say, here's my credit card. Go ahead. Send those to me ASAP. I need those earrings in my life. $22.49 for all that gold, and they're still here? Uh-oh. So, Joanne, Jason, are you guys, is anybody thinking about them? Because I need to know about it. If you're getting them, I'm going to need to know because then my dreams are dashed. Now, if they're available at 8 o'clock tonight in 35 and a half minutes, I will buy those. Jason, yes, no? Let me know, because then they're gone. You're going to be heartbroken. I know I'm already feeling the heartbroken. I'm feeling it. What more can be said? I don't think there's anything else that can be said about those except you'll be very, very impressed and very happy and very pleased when you get those at home. $22.49. All right, I will move on. I should have known something was up when the Paraiba stuck around. That was concerning. That was my first, like the alarm bells were going off. How are we doing? Anybody want them? All right, they're sold. And there are a lot of people on hold. All right, coming up, I'm so sorry if you missed them. I will get to the next best thing. I don't have a huge pink diamond ring, but I do have a pink morganite that is really, really pretty in a very cool mounting. It's item number 11284448. Sorry you missed out, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. That was unexpected. I know. That was a good one. All right, so here we are. This is a private collection morganite, so it's not brown. It's not peach. It's not light orange. It is a downright, this is like your best pink diamond ever, except without a 3-carat 05 pink diamond price, because I don't know what a 305 pink diamond, I can't even give you a price on that. Because a 3-carat pink diamond, they exist. But they're the types of stones that you'll hear about or they'll pop up, like when it happens once a decade, something will pop up on your news feed that a huge pink diamond discovery was made. Now those days are really, really fleeting now because some of the big sources for fancy colored diamonds are now done. They're depleted, they're mined out, the mines are closed. So there's fewer and fewer places to get really good quality pink diamonds no matter what the size. But you'll hear about those auctions where such and such diamond sold for $80 million or $55 million. This is that kind of look, but in a morganite, because morganite doesn't usually give this color. So it's a great way to get the look of pink diamond without paying for, a pink diamond. It's a 305 cushion cut square with 23 points in diamonds on the sides and this really pretty mounting. By the way, 30 minutes left in the show, so I'm going to continue to invite you to get requests in if you have them or want to see something again from previous moments of the show. 305 on this center, and do not forget, this also has this little swirl of diamonds. It actually starts at the base of basically the side of the ring, halfway down the sides of the shank, and then it comes up over a little cutout detail and then does a little wraparound. Almost reminds me of those great ribbons we see that usually indicate or honor cause. And then you've got each on each side, opposite directions, so it gives you always a front and bottom. Yes? I do. It's a pendant. I mentioned it. It's a pendant. Is that okay? Would you like to see it? I can flash it right now while they're on the line, Jason. And the cool thing is about this one is it's also an emerald cut and it's deep, deep, deep color. So let me show this really quickly because they said, I heard you talk about a 28 karat. Is that true? It's right here. Wowza. There's the 28 karat. It's actually 28.85 is the carat weight, so it's almost 29. And it's 112-8422. And that is super saturated. It's got a water spot. It's got all kinds of issues. But let me give it a little steam clean here, and it'll be good to go. It's 28 carats 85 of kunzite. It's a 6-point diamond weight in the bail. Ah, much better. So you've got the kunzite, emerald cut, elaborate color. Stunning. We will get right back to the morganite. Don't worry, we didn't forget about it. We just had a quick request. It is instant. 8422 is the number, and it's our 2885 in the kunzite. It's a 6-point diamond weight in the bail. It's in the solid white gold stays. And there's a huge markdown on it. And I can give it away. Do you remember when it was $79.99? This did not debut all that long ago, but it's only been on once, and it was $7,999. Get to take it significantly lower than that, but let's take a look at it on the hand as well, so you can see what this one looks like. And we only have a few short minutes, 30 minutes left. Let's move some jewelry. Here's the length the pendant is going to give you from top to bottom. It is 1.25 inches. It looks gorgeous on, because wait till you see it in this light. Lower light, better color, wowza, there you go. That's some neons. Anybody else detecting some ultraviolet blues? That's what it looks like more or less in person. I mean, it's going to get technically a little more saturated in person, but that's pretty darn saturated. So this one, no longer half that price. We're not doing $4,000. We're not even doing $39.99. Back to the wheel, we will go. Oh my, this is going to fly on out of here, just like our pink diamonds eventually did. This is really outstanding. And we also have pink diamonds by the yard, and check and see if we still have one of those available. I'm not sure. We might still have a strand left. But this is even better. $39, $38, $37. Let's make it $36.99 plus your discount, $33.29, which, by the way, would be a per carat price of $115, not including the gold or the diamonds. So that is here. And then we've got our morganite coming back. This is that true pink morganite. Check that out. That's a beauty, isn't it? So that's the pink morganite. We can do a similar, let's just blow this one out as well. Looks fabulous in the rose gold. So designers have asked that it just stays in the rose gold. So that'll be rose gold for you only. Great look. It's so much prettier on the hand, I think, because it's odd to see the diamonds go different ways, but then you realize, oh, I see why they did that. So the perspective from the hand, when you're looking down at your hand versus when other people are looking at your hand, there's always going to be a right side up for the ribbon, so to speak, that's done in diamonds. And this one's going to be less than $2,000. It's not $19.99. That is what you call a best of color deluxe moment for pink morganite lovers. It just simply does not get any better than that right there. We're going back to it on the up close, and what we're going to do is make sure it goes better than even 15 or 14 or you know what? Skip it, $13.99, and then we'll blow it out at an extra 10% off. That's going to be down to just $12.59. There is a very large Tanzanite. We got a good one. Tanzanite 9 carats, yellow diamond pendant is here. That's going to be that straight stiletto style. By the way, my crescent moon earrings in a carat 44 in diamonds also still here. 3 tremendous opals earlier tonight. They're still here. And any other last questions, requests, anything you'd like to see from the vault, we can bring it on out. And you know what else? Blue zircon. And the natural Tanzanite crystal in that custom-made designer bail. That's also here. So is our amethyst pendant. A lot of the first half-hour items are here, as usual, because, you know, Wednesday night, really early start. Let's take a look. I'll just flash a couple pieces. That's only $799 prior to your discount. That's the star. It's our star cut. It is a literal 5-pointed star in an amethyst. Talk about a fancy cut, and then the diamonds overlapping like a ribbon right over it. Man, that's good. $799 for that one. So that's a one only, stays in the white gold. Here's our morganite and the rose gold. Also want to remind you, there's a lot of you asking about that Paraiba, and rightfully so. It's such a beautiful blue-green. Look at the Paraiba we're bringing out again, because that one needs to go as well. That is the 62-pointer. Left the auction early because we did have some requests coming in. Just want to remind everybody that is still here, 62 points plus the 74. We could always get the auction going for you, or better yet, you know what, just send it out. We are so limited on time tonight. Every time I look up, another hour's gone by. So here's what we've got. It's going to be... let's just make this really, really quick here. $29.99 first caller. Just don't tell me when I did that. We'll just reduce it one more time and get it out to you for just $2,699 on a very sizable Paraiba stone right there. It's not something you see every day, and we are thrilled to bring it to you at that incredible value. So here's how you do it. $26.99 makes that happen for you if you want one of the best in that really gorgeous Paraiba. Also have the crescent moons. Let me know on those. Here's a quick flash. This is the Tanzanite. Now, technically it's like a pink zoisite. We're giving you kind of the pink variety here. It's a pinky purple, and it actually starts with the darker purples, goes into the pinks. We had this really, it was the way we started the show tonight, that rough crystal of pink zoisite, but it's really natural unheated Tanzanite is what it is. So it's got the purple into the pinks. It's a 584 unheated stone from the rough, and it's got the 18 karat gold end cap and bail. That is down to $9.99. It'll really be $8.99 at checkout, and this also makes a great gift idea because it's just add a chain, and then you're good to go, and it looks fabulous. So just a reminder there, you missed that. Amethyst star shape is still here. This one's here. This one, $13.99 for that pink morganite. Gorgeous. Now, I'll just flash this. It's interesting. Tomorrow's the 7-year anniversary of when we debuted Blue Wing Block D, our exclusive, the world's literal best. I'm going to save this for tomorrow, I think. I don't know if we have the audience for it tonight. And if anything, I don't think we're going to be able to put together a big old wheel. We hardly have any left. But we will commemorate. We'll spend a little time commemorating tomorrow our Blue Wing Block D collection that we have been so honored over the now 7 years to bring it exclusively here. But this happened to be something I gravitated towards, getting ready for the anniversary show. And I just want to give you a little look at it. It's a very important one-only museum reserve. It also happens to be a 9 karat on the dot, emerald cut. And I'll be the first one to tell you, emerald cuts usually, I don't care what stone it is, they're usually going to pale in comparison. And I mean that quite literally. They usually end up, you can have the same amazing rough, and if you have an oval or a cushion cut or a trillion, it's usually going to look quite a bit darker than an emerald cut, because the emerald cut just opens itself up to a more wide open color. There's step faceting on the outsides and the top and bottom, so it tends to look a little more pale through the midsection of the stone. This stone is a total rock star. It's a total, like, absolute anomaly to what emerald cuts usually do. And that's because you see right there, it's got the most saturation, not to mention you're also getting, we kept it so sleek here on the sides, few rows of pave diamonds, 4 of them on each side, keeps the diamond weight at 22 points. It's item number 4188. We don't have to wait. I just know there's a lot of you that already have a Tanzanite and you're done. The collection is done, it's complete, it's closed. But with that, for every 20 or 30 or 500 of you that have several blue wings from us in the last 7 years, there are also a couple of you that have never experienced it before. And before you debate, should I go out and spend $3,800 a carat on a light lavender stone? Please don't, because it's not as high value. It's not a value. We are not only, and this is what I almost cringe a little bit every time I have to say to you, this is the best quality in the world. Because I think the automatic reflex is for everyone to assume then it's got to be the highest price in the world. Because every time we buy anything, whether it's a car or a home or a piece of clothing or typically a piece of jewelry, if it's the highest end quality in the world, it's going to be more money. It's going to be more money than everything else. That is not the case with what we do on the highest end Tanzanite that is exclusively ours. Ours is the best value. Just hear me out on this. You're going, okay, so value. But is it the cheapest? I don't know of anybody else who sells Tanzanite, no matter what the grade, for less than what we do. And if you do, let me know because I'll start shopping there. Because I have yet to get a blue wing after 7 years consistently of showing them because they all sell out. So I say, if you're like me and you just don't have one, or maybe you want to experience the emerald cut, or you want to try one of the bigger stones and you don't want a regular blue wing, you want the museum reserve, here's how you do it. Look at the now this is important. Wow, look what that's doing. Look at that. That stone is magic. Let me show it to you on, because this is a viewpoint in which you're going to see a little lower light, so an even more, oh boy, this stone is something else. Look at that. Is this real life? This just doesn't even feel like this could be real life. It's real. I am touching it right now. That is a real stone. That is the genuine best of the best. It also happens to have 22 points in the diamonds. I don't care. They're there. They're flanking the sides. I don't think anyone's looking at anything but that red flash coming from that stone. If they are far more disciplined than I, because that is all I can focus on is that stone. The glow, the light emanating. I'm going to give it away. I'm not waiting until tomorrow. That would be cruel to say, okay, now you've seen it. Let's wait. And we got to hope that you're available tomorrow at the very time I show it. Forget about that. Let's get it out the door. I'm blowing it out right now. And you know what? It's perfect time. Because I got to take a $15,999 ring and make it a whole lot more affordable to see it out the door. And I'm not kidding you either. This is the ring. Here's the bag. There's the price tag. That's the stone. I'm going to do better than $15,999 because we are going to see this one out the door. And these last few minutes, we got a couple of pieces that are still hanging here. That's not going to be the case with this one. It will not last. And there are umpteen ways to go spend $3,800, $1,500, $86. I saw one the other day for $8,600 a carat. I couldn't believe my eyes. The stone was, this was on TV, and it was downright a lilac lavender. It looked just like the lilac, the flower, and it had no saturation, not a stitch of red flash, and it was all that money per carat. I'm not even asking $8,000 for this entire ring, which is already really, really, well, half off. 50% off, and I'll keep on going. Let's make this better. I need to get this one out the door. It's too good to stay here. It's too good to melt down. There's a lot of gold in that ring, so, you know, be a good, smart choice. There's a lot of gold payoff when you melt it down. And then there's the museum that really wants the stone. We're not going to do that. Let's get it to one of our collectors tonight, and it will not be $8,000. Or $7,000 or $6,000, or listen, at $59.99 pure giveaway, we've saved you $10,000 off the ring. I'm going to try it on again, and somebody's going to have it. This is going to be out the door. It only guys, only white gold, so it can be sized and shipped right away. But you got to realize something here, where we're at right now on a stone that is unattainable anywhere else. There are blue wing block Ds we have now lent out to museums over the last couple of months. They are now sitting on display in museums across the world. They are not for sale. You can go spend money and look at it. You can't own it. You can't wear it. You can't touch it. You can't get near it. That's the thing. If you're shopping my show, you can own it. If you want to turn around and resell it for a profit, go ahead. You can do that. That's your prerogative. We have a lot of resellers that do just that. They sit here every night and shop the show and resell it. You can do that, or you can literally just wear the very best Tanzanite that has ever been mined in the entire existence of it since the late 60s. And by the way, it's also running really low. And it's also $600 up. You know what? Skip it. We're not even doing $53.99. I'm going to make it even better. We're still going to give you your 10% off. You just got to be first. Be quick. This happened on the pink diamond earrings. It was like, there was like a lull. And then all of a sudden, the phone lines went absolutely berserk, and we had 22 people on the phone lines, and one person got the earrings. I have a very, very strong premonition that I think the same exact thing's about to happen right now. I just think that nobody understands or nobody sees. When we take this low, it takes a minute to have that register what all we're doing here. How crazy, ridiculous low this is on a piece that never should be priced this way. It's not even $53.99, and again, be first. Because that's all I got. It's one big opportunity for one caller, one collector, one Tanzanite lover, where there is no way to get anything better than what you're looking at right now. Take a look at it. It's not 53. It's not 52. It will go tonight. There is no question about it. You just need to beat everybody else to it. And it's not 52 or 51 or $5,099. I'm blowing it out for $49.99 only. There is an instant $500 saved, and that's for a 9-carat stone. That is the Museum Reserve best of best of best of best. And it's in a wide band of gold too. So nothing that's hard to wear, nothing that's uncomfortable at all, but just a really good, solid, heavy mounting, which is what this gorgeous stone deserves. $44.99, my friends. That's it. Boom. That's it. That is the value right there in front of your eyes, waiting to happen. The ultimate high level emerald cut, and there is not one bit of that stone that is any less saturated than any other part of it. From the very, very outskirts to the border of the stone, to the top, to the bottom, to the east-west faceting, to the north-south. It doesn't matter. It is just gleaming and glowing a pure red. And it's $44.99. And you have a money-back guarantee on top of it too. So get it at home and see what you think. Or if you're gifting, oh my goodness. Well, just, you know, they're going to be open and honest with you. If you're not sure, jewelry is a personal thing. It's hard to gift jewelry. Trust me, I do it all the time. It's not easy. You can know someone really well. Jewelry's kind of tough to give when it's a ring. So that's why that money back guarantee is there. If they don't love it, you can send it back and we try again. We find something else. But that's the thing. How I kind of wonder, how do you not love that? I think that would be tough. To find a jewelry-loving lady, a gemstone-loving gal who doesn't love that ring, $44.99. All right, we're going to do a little extra bonus here. We got some other pieces I'm going to bring out. And I do want to remind you, there's a really pretty zircon from earlier still hanging out. We had our purple Paraiba still here as well. Some really gorgeous, gorgeous pieces. I kind of love this huge mandarin that I had over the weekend. This is item number 112-8180. Take a look at this one. This one's under $4,000. I don't know how, because it's that 447 stone. You might remember it. We had a couple people asking if we could keep it for another day while they thought about it, so we did. 447 private collection mandarin garnet. It's the 109 in diamond weight. Got to move a few pieces. We have 15 minutes left to go exactly in the show. Then we're off the air till tomorrow night at 5. So make sure you do call in. And we would still, guys, we need requests too. Get those in before we run out of time. But this one's actually better than 439 or even 38.99. We're going all-time low. This was here over the weekend. A lot of you wanted a little more time to think about it, so we saved it, and we'll make it $38.88, but that comes down to a whole different price, and $38.88 instantly turns into a better value of $34.99. So that's a one only as well. Wait till you see this on the hand with that wide band, but with the cutouts. It's so really attractive, don't you think? And I got a couple pieces to show you that I'm just going to do a little rapid fire discounting on as well to make it kind of exciting end of the night here with some affordable. And then let me know if there's anything you want to see before we go off the air here tonight. Also have that wild, huge pink zircon. That's very important as well. But this one on the hand is really something, because this is not a mounting we see all the time. And it's one of those that's it's requested a lot, but it takes such a significant size in the stone that we don't get to bring it all that often. But it is really a fantastic piece, isn't it? Every single diamond has its own gold border, and it's able to do that, really kind of showcase. Every single diamond round brilliant that's in it is really focused on by a gold border with some actual mill grain work as well. So really attractive how that's done. And again, white gold only on this one, but $34.99 to get that big old mandarin. Also the Tanzanite, still hanging out. We've got the huge pink zircon. Let me see if there's anything I can flash that you like. That way I'll just show it. You call in and tell me if you like it. Here's the big pink zircon. That's the gigantic round. Look at that, smudges all over it, but that's a 958 round private collection. Hot pinky red, got some purple aspects as well. Now I did want to bring out some rarities that are going to be nice and affordable for you. Yes, Pam, I was just about to say your name, Pam, because Pam has been bugging me about this mounting forever. The problem is, Pam, I do not have a stone in what you need that's going to fit it. So that is the problem. I already have tried and I've checked and I don't. So Yeah, I know. I just don't have any purple Paraibas that are that size. But it's a great mounting. It is. But duly noted, if I ever see anything that works for you, I'll see if I can redo it for you. Here's the pink zircon. Here's a really interesting rare stone. This is a pink diaspore. And I'm going to give it a little polish here. It's our 101. Now, it's truth, it really is a bright purple. It's kind of a purple goes into mauve. It's from the Afghan region that produced not the color changing diaspora, but actually it's that pinky purple. So it's a different type of diaspora than what we see out of Turkey across the world. This is our 101 and 102 in diamonds. Double halo, it's a great deal for the mounting. If you just want to go ahead and capture the mounting as a collector, you might want to do that. But it's a really special piece, and we do love the fact that it's a rarity. It's 112-7658. We'll give you a great big blowout here on this one to make sure that it goes and gets its happy home before it's done. So this is it. We can either melt it or give it away to you. I'm choosing to give it away at a great price tag so we can send it on out. But this is the way. Goes to mine for 30 days. You probably heard me introduce it to the world about a year ago. It's the 101's purple pink. It's got a little mauve tone as well. And this is a really breathtaking stone because it's so different. It's distinctive. It's not a regular purple color. It doesn't have the same color we've seen over and over and over again out of other purple stones like sapphire and amethyst. It's very unique. And it does tend to shift a little bit between the mauve tones. There's a little golden undertone that comes through as well that makes it very unique, but you got to give it away. First caller can have it for $1,299, just to make that a quick and easy deal as we are ready to sign off in 10 minutes. So it is go time. If there's anything from tonight, remember the melt process starts in the morning. So, and the phone lines shut down between now and then, so you can't call us. So here's the deal. You take anything you've seen from the show, we'll help you out with it. It's $11.69 on this one. Don't forget about that private collection 4.5 carat mandarin. That's got to go. We've got the really, really special Tanzanite. That's got to go. The star cut of the amethyst. It's a beauty. That's got to go as well. Here's what the pink diaspora looks like on the hand at $12.99, but really $11.69 at checkout. There it is. And that's the double halo and the split shank that incorporates on the side. So you see it's a wider style halo with the double. So they really wanted to make sure that the band itself is a little wider. That's hence the split style, because otherwise if it's just one skinny little band, it might end up doing a little wobbling. Now it's doing that on me because it's too big, but again, we size for you. So no issue there. Let me know if you like it. Then we have a color change sphene. This is our most affordable of our color change sphene rings, and it's going to be a beauty of a value. It's $112.91.76. The stone is obviously beautiful. It's a color change green to red stone with all the dispersion in the world. 65 points on the center and 63 points around it. Pretty classic mounting. Also a double halo, keeping the diamonds going down the sides. Same deal, same price, $12.99. We're sending jewelry out of here. End of the show is here. We got 9 minutes left to go. The huge opals, the big yellow diamond hoops. There are a few of the ideas that we still have here. The 3 carat 46 Paraiba. It was a purple Paraiba. It's still here. The crescent moon earrings, the drops, they're hanging out. The morganite, the Paraiba, $29.99 for that blue-green Paraiba. The $49.99 Tanzanite, somebody's got to get it. And this is the color change sphene. So we are I'm going to do some recaps here. Let me put up everything that's still available, and that way I'll just wait for you to call in and tell us what you like. But this sphene, first time seeing it tonight, here it is. That's just only going to be green here on camera, but it goes to a red if you're in UV light. Yes. I would love to try that on again. Here it is, 112-8180. Tony will stay there. I'm going to try this on again. This is the mandarin. So there's that mandarin. Whew. And how about that flash? I always tell you, look out for the look of yellow diamonds within your mandarin. I would say right there, it's doing it. That's what I mean. If you're always wondering, what does she mean by, what am I looking for, yellow diamonds in the mandarin? That's what I mean. It looks like there are yellow diamonds somehow embedded into that mandarin. There are not. You can't set diamonds inside a stone. If there was a way to do that, I probably would have done it by now. But there is that bright, look at that. It looks like flashing lights. It looks like a construction zone. It's like the bright, bright, bright oranges with the yellows and flashing lights coming through. And that, by the way, you get $388 off as well. So it comes down to a whole different level of pricing. And there's only one that stays in the white gold. So all we got to do is size it and ship it out to you. And it can be right out the door for you. So that's a very important mandarin, though. 4.5 carats you just don't see under $4,000. This is a stone that's, thank you, that one's gone. That's a big deal stone, even in a 1 carat size. So we go back to our sphene. Here's the color change sphene, which is $11.69 at checkout. Thank you on the mandarin. Enjoy that one. It is a beauty. Have a couple more pieces we got to get out the door. So let me do this. I'll put what we've got up on the wheel, and then we will hopefully, maybe you'll see something you haven't seen yet tonight. Look at this, by the way. This is that blue zircon. This was here in the first hour. It's the only one left. We had 3. The round and the emerald cut are gone. The oval's here, 8207, carat 60 size, 59 points in diamond weight. That one's $14.99. $13.49 at checkout. Still have that, and the big Tanzanite, and the color change sphene. What else? What else? We got the Paraiba. Oh, we do. We've got a Paraiba here for the ages. This is the 62-point Paraiba, ribbon stock, classic mounting, but just with one little change. That wraparound design, that little bit of that curve to that band. I'm going to show these here. Tony, I'm going to show these on the hand here in just a moment. I've got the Crescent moon earrings that are from like 9 years ago. And they are also carat 44 in diamonds. And they're here for only $14.99. There are the Crescent moon diamond earrings. This was 1110346. Look at those. You may have missed them earlier. I know they're awkward sitting on these tweezers. That's not where they're meant to sit. But they do have a post and butterfly backing. And they also have that big round section on top, and then that crescent. It's kind of like a double crescent moon, really. And there's 1.5 inches in length, and they're $14.99, but really $13.49 at checkout. So that's a great earring. Oh, I love those earrings so much. So much. 1 pair only, stays in the white gold. Here's that length that they give you as well. 1.5 inches in that drop. So make sure you take advantage of those. $13.49. And I love this, the big round cluster at the top, and then that crescent moon. And obviously you have a left and right design, so you can wear them like this or do opposite and have the crescent moon facing out, which is how I like to wear crescent moon style. But that is $13.49. So 1 caller, and let's go back to our wheel of rings and take a look, and maybe I'll add some to it here. We've got a few more rings to add that are still hanging out and available tonight. So we'll do that really quickly, and there they go. So blue zircon's in the middle, Tanzanite off to the right. On the left side in the front, we've got the color change. That is a really gorgeous color change sphene for $12.99. And the Paraiba behind it is $29.99. I do want to show you this opal because I'm still a little bit mesmerized. Yeah. I can go find out. Let me go ahead and just get Mandy out. Mandy's my mandrel. So she's my buddy up here, and she does all the sizing. So that's going to be a 7 3/4 right now. Yeah, 7 3/4 at the moment on the mandarin. And then I'm going to add something here. I'm going to add one of our big opals. I'll tell you, that $49.99, that Tanzanite, is it just looking better and better and better and better? I feel like that's just getting brighter and showing off even more red as we gaze at it. That's amazing. Look at this. This is a very important opal from earlier. And that opal was part of a wheel. Now, I had 3 opals. And I'm going to show them. I think we got to show them all because they're all so good. I can't even pick a favorite. As soon as I think that's my favorite, I think, no. We got to show you the others as well. These opals are stunning. And I think that, again, I know the time of night it was. A couple of you may have been occupied watching something else. So what I'm going to do is show you the 3 opals because that's the only thing I can figure. Otherwise, they'd be long gone. Here are the 3 opals. All the same price. Crystal out of Australia. Best ones out there. And look, pear shape or 2 ovals, you pick your favorite. And the patterns are only beginning to tell the story. Everything you see here, this is just the beginning. The colors get that much more vibrant and saturated from just a normal lighting perspective. And all 3 are in platinum, and they're varying sizes. We can give you the details depending on which one is your favorite. But the opals have got to go. And the opals are only $24.99 a piece. There was a lot of discounting that got us there. But given the time that we have left, 3.5 minutes, that's it. You got to make decisions now. And you have a money-back guarantee, so really the decision isn't made now. The decision is just to say, hey, send it to me. Send it to my house. Let me take a look at it. Let me try it on. Let me see what it's all about. The decision is made in the weeks that follow. You've got a couple weeks to consider it, think about it, and then decide if it's the right piece for you. So there is no pressure right now except the pressure that exists by beating everybody else out to your ring. That's where the pressure exists. That's where the urgency lies. So we've got now our final 3 minutes on the broadcast, and those opals are all $22.49 at checkout. It's an unheard of price tag for opals of that size, and we go all the way up to nearly 7 carats on the pear shape. The pear shape is a $689. The ovals are different sizes, but we have the $499 on the right side and the 2 carat 48 on the left. So all you need to do is pick your favorite, but $22.49 and 2.5 minutes left to go. And we want to, again, thank you for being with us tonight. Happy holidays, one and all. I know this is a busy week ahead, so if I don't see you, happy holidays. But again, I'm with you through Sunday. So again, we're celebrating, and we keep the vault clearance going. And goodness, I didn't even think about how many shows we have left in the calendar year, but it's not that many. So we're getting there, and this is it, guys. 2 minutes left. If there's anything we can help you with, don't forget about this Paraiba, and definitely, whatever you do, if you're even thinking about this one, if you're giving it some thought, if you're thinking, that little jewelry voice inside of you is saying, you got to get it, you got to get it, you got to get it, let me be that louder voice. You got to get it. You got to get it. It's under $4,500 to get a 9 carat Tanzanite. Honestly, let's just focus on that. We don't want opals and Paraiba when this is up here. When this is at stake, I don't know who's looking at the other stones. This was the one to get, and it's 112-4188. It's the 9 carat mesmerizing emerald cut. We sometimes call it the Esmeralda cut. It's the mesmerizing Esmeralda cut. That is so beautiful and neon, and $44.99 at checkout. We have about a minute left to go. This is it. It's go time. And again, anything that's available at the end of the night, it's melted down tomorrow. So this is not a let me think about it till tomorrow. It's a think about it when you get it at home. That's when you can think about it. You got to get them now because the stones are taken out, the diamonds are deset, and the gold is melted tomorrow morning. So you can't sit back and say, I'll just shop it tomorrow. There is no tomorrow on the pieces that you see in the vault clearance shows. It is going today or never. So it's last call, 35 seconds. Don't forget, I'm back with you tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific time. Early start. 5 o'clock Pacific time, 7 Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern. I look forward to seeing you then. Of course, if you have any questions about anything you've seen tonight, you got to call now. Please do that now and quickly. We'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. The phone lines stay open for you. So give us a call at that phone number and let us know what you'd like. That Tanzanite is everything. $44.99. Let's get it at home. Thanks again for being with me tonight. I'm Lauren Blair. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, 5 o'clock Thursday night. We'll be here shopping together. See you then.